Hello everyone and welcome to Project Morana. We are here with you. We made it past the halfway point. We are now on episode 12. We're still alive, or are we?
Bum, bum, bum.
There's theories. I'm curious what your theories are. Let us know what you're thinking so far about what's been going on with our meat spiral friends and body parts that are no longer within someone's body. Maybe someone's just making a meal. I don't know. But before we get into whatever that is, we have some things that we need to go through, you know, doing a little sweeping, a little cleaning. First and foremost, we would like to thank our sponsor today. Oh, what was that?
Oh no, our delivery
Keep
is
going.
here.
There's a delivery.
Ooh, I want a delivery. I hope they brought enough for everybody,
Why
right?
is it so
Everybody
late?
Is
in
it
the
like
chat?
an organ sack? Is that what's being
What was
delivered?
your everybody
sack of
in the
organs?
chat? Leave your order in the chat. I'm curious what everybody would order. I don't know where this is from. Just everybody. I want to know what you would order. If you could pick anything that you wanted right now, what would it be? All right. Whilst we're taking your order, today's sponsor is Roll20. Thank you so much, Roll20, for sponsoring today's episode. And if you're ever curious how we do our crazy dice rolling, which apparently I should not have rolled that education roll. I should have saved that because that was a nice roll. And now
Pretty good hard success right there.
I'm probably going to roll really poorly later. But if you're curious how we do our dice rolling, our maps, all kinds of things, that is all through Roll20. We appreciate all of the cool stuff that they have and for sponsoring today's episode. We also have merch. We're working on a Chip Cult shirt design. I made a couple. I need to send them over to bend them to see which one he likes the most. But designbyhumans.com/shop/roll4it is where you can get our merch if you're curious about how to keep yourself cozy this winter, or you need a nice mug to drink out of. That is something I would suggest. Also, I'm curious. Let us know what you think on social or in the comments on YouTube or here on Twitch if you're watching us live. Would you want mugs with our characters on them? I know Shar has expressed this interest, but that is something that we could possibly do too. So let us know what you're thinking. What kind of merch would you want?
Nate next to Marie, so that you can just see the height difference.
I might
Nate
have
is
to
not
alter
visible on the
their.
mug.
I might just have to make everybody the same size. Like we made all the characters stand on apple boxes. Have any of you stood on an apple box before for something?
No.
I have. In the videos, people are like, "Oh, I always thought you were so much taller," and then like when they meet us, I'm like, if we were in a video together, this person would have been like, I would have been to their waist because I'm tiny. But I think other than that, we just have a reminder that, you know, this is a show where there may be we've given them like free reign to come at us with all of the things. So we know that some people might be triggered by some of those things. If that's something that bothers you, or if there is something as we totally understand to like step away, or if you want to wait till the YouTube video so you can fast forward through scenes, you are so welcome to do that. We totally understand. Beyond that, you know, we do want to thank our supporter today. Thank you, Jackson Decay, for supporting today's episode. We super duper appreciate you. Get some roll love in chat for Jackson. If you would like to become a supporter like Jackson Decay, you can head on over to our Patreon and become a legend tier or above. And not only does that give you access to our legend tier, which lets you support an episode, you also get to play in a private GM'd game by one of our lovely cast members. We have some fun Halloween stuff that just happened, and our good old Santa RPG that's coming up, and we have a couple other people here who might be GMing you in the future. So if you enjoy the wonderful content we do here, we'd love to play with you more. So come check that out. Also, there are a lot of other things that you can do over on our Patreon. There's character sheets. There's a map. I think we might be getting a new map. That sound, did you hear that sound?
Did something
That was
just
the
fall
sound
off
of
your
another
wall?
one of those pictures falling off the wall.
No!
Yeah, and it probably took some of the wall with it, I bet you. So I'm just letting them slowly fall off. I'm not putting them back up because I'm like, that wall is just jacked at this point. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna hang something over it in the meantime. But they just keep falling off.
It's Ben. It's Ben trying to contact you.
It is Ben probably trying to contact me. and probably
It is
like,
a meta
hey.
show. I did actually get y'all haunted just for the experience.
Well, as long as he's painting cool pictures on my wall, maybe he could cover up that situation that's happening over there. But beyond that, we have a whole bunch of other stuff over on our Patreon. And also, if you watch any of our other shows, we have plenty of shows. There are also a ton of goodies over there for you on that front. We also have Twitch. If you're watching us live right now, you already know that. You can sub to us here on Twitch and get access to our VODs in advance, as well as some of our emotes. And if you're a YouTube member, you can get access to some of those emotes as well. And whether you're a YouTube member, Twitch subscriber, or Patreon supporter, you get access to a private Discord where you can chat with us. You can talk to us. You can see Papa Tim always is posting the rolls in there, and we always have discussions about lore and sometimes about C++. Apparently, that's the conversation that happens. So come chat with us. It's fun. Beyond that, we understand that not everyone can support us in a monetary way. So there are lots of free ways to support us, like watching us here live. That supports us greatly. Watching us over on YouTube, liking, commenting, following us on X and Facebook, liking, sharing, resharing, commenting on all of those things. They may seem like little things, or that you're like, hey, I don't have a lot of followers, but none of that matters. It's really about interacting with the stupid algorithm. So hopefully more people can find us and come watch our stories. And, the other thing is sharing it with people, doing like a little watch party maybe, or telling your friends about us. That's always helpful, especially if other people are looking for something to entertain them. And with that, I'm going to be quiet and hand it over to Kelly.
Dun dun dun.
Oh, do I need to? Is that?
Yeah, it's fine.
You sure?
Don't worry. Just wait until the
Are you
monologue
sure?
starts, and then you'll know. So, the week following Ben and Laura's date is one happy blur. The two of you barely spend a minute away from each other, meet in front of classes, hang out in the botanical garden, watch movies together, have sleepovers, annoy your friends, and just bask in the hormone-induced adrenaline ride. The days begin to grow colder in November, but not for the two of you.
Yeah.
Laura, you barely get any time, if any, to research on the dark web, and the time you do spend alone is entirely up to you, but the rational part of your brain seems to not be functioning correctly over these last few days. And I'm curious what this whole experience is like for you.
It would be incredibly euphoric, probably a sense of belonging and companionship that Laura has longed for her entire life. And is probably just kind of letting herself enjoy this. It's also hard when you're in that like honeymoon phase to not just let yourself be obsessed with the other person, and just every moment is like, what can I do for Ben? Like, I'm going to do all these like sweet little things and plan movie nights. And so I think in Laura's free time, she's daydreaming about Ben. And then when she's not having free time, she's with Ben. So it's definitely a sense of safety and a sense of warmth that she's never had quite before.
It's definitely like romantic fantasy indie movie style. Like the days during the week that you have like a bad day, Ben just happens to be there with something to make you happy. And it's like you said, it's companionship that you never thought could be possible. And the time, as I said, blurs. So much so that you forget what day is coming up. Until one day after saying goodbye to Ben, sort of blushing and smiling, you see a envelope sort of jammed into the front mail slot of your dorm room door. I imagine those kind of like baskets that they would put stuff into.
I would obviously like see that and just immediately grab it out and see what it is.
The envelope itself is addressed to you, and the return address is your mother and your home address.
Okay. I think there is an immediate feeling of like slight panic Because I probably have not been making my nightly calls back home.
Mm.
And I probably have not shared with them too much about Ben or what I've been up to besides my schoolwork. So I think there would be an immediate kind of like, when you're like not really sweating, but you start to feel like your armpits getting a little more damp and you just kind of get warm. And so as soon as I notice that, I just kind of like get inside my room, close the door. I set the letter down on my desk and kind of just work the gumption up to open it. And so I would take some deep breaths and probably pace around and then get to the moment where I'm just like, just fuck it and grab the card or whatever is in here and open it.
As you do, you pull it out, and the card is a birthday card. It is pink and black border, and has an image of a green and pink flower on the cover with the words "Happy Birthday" typed out vertically. It seems like a very generic Hallmark card. And as you open it, there's nothing written in it. There's just typed the message of the card, which says, "You've grown into a beautiful flower," and an American $50 bill falls out.
I think I do the thing where I glance at the money that's fallen out, but then like instinctively flip the card over to see if there's anything written on the back and kind of.
You see the copyright of Hallmark and the 99-cent written on the very small lettering at the bottom corner.
There's just kind of like that panic is still there. So even though like the fear of the unknown is now known, just that coldness of it causes this like panic inside of Laura where it's like, are they mad at me? What did I do? Okay, they didn't. I should probably call them. I need to. And so like frantically pick up the 50, put it in there, feeling I don't deserve this money, and then like putting it down on the thing and going over to the phone in the room, because we have phones in the room, right? Like on the wall.
No, there would be a centralized sort of,
Okay.
each floor has a payphone.
I would frantically kind of grab for change, and then go in the hall to call and say, I got to call and like thank them for the card that I just got.
As you dial, you like look around. It's pretty late. It's maybe about like 9 o'clock. I didn't establish a time. We're in a nebulous time. The feelings that you have, you don't know what day it is. You don't know what time it is, and neither do I. But the phone rings and rings and rings. And the answering machine starts. And you hear your mother say all the names of the people that are in the house. And to leave a message after the beep.
Hey, Mom, Dad, thank you so much. I just got the card. I wanted to call. I know things have been busy lately. I've been studying and it's just been hectic. So thank you so much for the $50 and for the card. I'd like to talk soon, so I'll try again. But yeah, I'll call you guys. Okay, love you. Bye. And then just kind of hang up and like hold the phone on the receiver for a second. And I mean, honestly, just probably glance around to see if anybody's around, and then nervously, just like kind of, like your hands are sweaty, just kind of like wipe them on your pants and like head back to my room.
The floor is empty right now. You hear like people chatting as you pass by some of the doors. Then you get back into your dorm and go to bed. The date is Sunday, November 13th, 1994. The time is 7 a.m., and I ask of all of you, sans Laura, what is it that you have planned for your friend, if anything, on this, the day of her birth?
The day of my daughter's wedding. I I feel like Marie would definitely take charge of this, but also because Laura's been seeing Ben and they've been so annoying about it, I feel like it would be important to include his ideas as well. But I'm thinking that we would want to go maybe to that same dive bar that was her suggestion from a few weeks back, since we loved it so much. And I think I'm going to have prearranged to have a drink named after her at the bar.
Ooh,
That's my idea.
nice.
I think Andy would support whatever Marie thinks of.
All right.
I'm probably carrying a bunch of decorations, like boxes with stuff in them. I don't even know what half the stuff is, but I'm just like, whatever she wants me to do, I'm like supporting.
It is a Sunday, so it wouldn't be an incredibly busy day for the bar.
Which is perfect.
Yeah. What about you, Nate?
I think that I would have gotten with some of the people in my gender studies class and had them help me sew a small net out of black thread that resembles a spider's web, so that I can bring a representation of the dark web, and in it a large bowl of my homemade guacamole. It just a one that's all for her. So just a large, like not like massive web, but like one that's very portable, and then like wrapped around the bowl. And I can sort of use it to support the bowl, and I'll bring that to the bar.
And I think it's called
Nice.
the Town Pump, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for reminding me.
I was just looking it up.
No
Ben
problem. I got
seems
you.
Oddly calm. If you ask him about what he's planning, if anything, for Laura's birthday, he seems. When you first talked to him about the date, he was a mess, unsure of what to do, but he seems oddly calm and prepared for this occasion, and mostly gets out of your way, Marie, for the actual party itself. The only question he has is if y'all are doing gifts there or doing them after or before.
Well, I think you could bring it there. I mean, feel the vibes. I'm not really. The event is my gift. I'm the present, you know?
Might be dangerous to bring the gift. What if the gift gets? What if they get drinks on them, or I don't know, damaged in any way? Maybe we should
What
do
did
it
you get?
before, and then go. I got something.
What is it?
It's a secret, is what it is.
Well, you said it could get
Secret?
damaged.
Yeah, anything
Is
can
it a
get
diamond
damaged.
ring? You
If
gonna
you
propose?
no, what? No. It's been a week.
Did you paint her? Did you paint her something?
It's
Oh,
a secret.
that's actually probably what it is, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
It's definitely a painting.
Well, you could cover it. You could put something over it.
And then we could reveal it!
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it
They
is
have like
that.
a stage too, so we could put it up there.
I don't think Lord.
It's
Well,
either a painting or a bootleg of Cream Master.
You got me, Nate. It's yep.
Both
And he
of
just
those.
gives me a look
It
like,
just
what?
goes above and beyond.
Okay, I'll bring it. If anything happens, I will be heartbroken and never forgive any of you ever.
Andy, can you bring the truck? I'll be DD, obviously. That way we can keep it in the truck too, so that it doesn't get damaged after
Yeah,
the
yeah.
reveal.
I could do that.
Okay. So I had said it's 7 a.m. Because one thing that Ben does want to do is have all of you break into the dorm and surprise wake her up.
Like, I hate
I'm
So-
bringing the air horn.
This conversation had been having.
I bring
I
a
wanna-
sock filled with coins just in case.
Oh, nice.
God.
Yeah.
Oh
that's a good
no!
one.
I've seen Full Metal Jacket. I know how this goes.
It's like happy. We're all gonna. You're all out standing outside of the dorm, the door to Laura's dorm room, and he's like hunched down, whispering, "You're just all saying happy birthday. I know it'll mean a
Yeah,
lot."
this is the way I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready.
And you notice that Ben does have keys. And slowly opens the door. Would Laura be awake at 7 a.m. on a Sunday? Oh, God.
She is now.
As your friends burst in and scream, "Happy birthday!"
Happy birthday!
Well,
I
first
smash
of
a desk with the coins.
First of all, she would not be awake at 7 a.m. on a Sunday. She wakes up and she's just like, "Oh my God! What are you doing here?"
no,
Happy
today's your birthday, right?
Yes, it's my birthday.
Day to
What is that
you. Happy
oddly out of sync.
birthday. And I just start swinging the sock as I sing.
Like Laura's fear face kind of turns into like a smile as you all sing happy birthday to her. And did you guys come here to wish me happy birthday at 7
No.
a.m.?
We had to
Yes,
be
it
the
was-
first one.
We came here to
because it was
rob you, but we
Ben's
figured we'd
idea.
wish a happy birthday while we were here.
Nate
Nate
came
had
to
enough
rob you.
coins in his sock.
I smacked the ground with the coins.
You would see Laura like smiling, but then you would see her eyes glistening like she's trying to not cry. Oh, thank you. And I'll get out of the bed and like kind of just grab everybody in a group hug and squish everybody together. You guys got up early on a Sunday for
It
my
was really
birthday?
Ben. Ben really wanted us to.
Yeah, so if you don't like this, it's all my fault. Don't get mad at them.
And then I'll turn to Ben and give like Ben a hug and a kiss on the cheek. You really planned this for me?
Yeah. Don't let it overshadow the other thing we have planned today, because that
What?
was...
Nobody ever does anything for my birthday. What are you all doing?
Well, that's about to change, baby.
Yeah,
Get
as long as you're
dressed.
friends with us, your birthday's gonna matter.
Okay, so what are we going right now?
Yep. We have
what
they serve-
we have a
Well, we're gonna go get
chariot for you.
breakfast first. We're getting...
Can I put
We're-
clothes on? And like
Yup.
she's in
No.
her PJs.
Yup. Please put on clothes.
And I'll rush over to my closet and like pull out clothes and like kind of look at them. Should I go to the bathroom to change, or do y'all
I will
wanna-
leave. I walk outside and smack the ground again with this.
Yeah, we'll
Andy
give
will
you
follow.
some privacy. And I leave Ben in the room and close the door behind us.
Wait, I hold it closed.
Yeah, you see him like try to open it and like slip away, and then look at you like awkwardly and smile.
They're gonna.
I'll look this way.
It's fine, and then I'll just like quickly change as fast as I can because.
Bow, 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 bow. Happy we try.
Baby.
So
I didn't plan any of this part.
it's okay. It adds. It's fine, and so I'll change really quickly. I won't
I
have
don't hear
time. I'll
enough
like
noises in there.
listen. It's 7 a.m. and I'm gonna like be slapping on some eyeliner and lipstick and put on a beanie and get ready to head out the door.
Nice. And as you all apparently go to the town pump at 7 in the morning.
We have to get breakfast first.
Yeah. You spend
We
the
go
day
to
with
Timmy
your friends.
H. Timmy
That's
Timmy
right.
Horts.
Yeah, some Timmy Hoes. Get
That's
some
what the
double double.
Canadians call it.
Timmy.
Some Timmy Hoes.
Get some Bavarian cream donuts, some jelly-filled powders. Get a whole collection of them.
I mean, I might know a place to get good coffee. So.
Yeah, it's not Tim Hortons, by the way. That's right. I'm true Canadian, and I don't like Timmy's. Anyways, you spend the day with your friends, and then as the evening comes around, you head to the town pump, which a Sunday crowd. There's the frequent people there. There is just music playing on the radio now. There is no live band. And you see some people sitting at the bar. And a corner booth is decorated with birthday decorations. And there are presents that are set up. And Ben looks at you and says, this one was all Mary. Or Marie.
Everybody helped.
I
carry
all were-
things.
This is so nice. Like, no one ever does this kind of stuff for me. Like,
Well, I guess we're
don't-
no one then.
Yeah.
well, seriously, I mean,
Yeah.
and like just literally standing in awe, like looking at this corner that's decorated with gifts, that this was clear. It was premeditated. And I think that is what's getting like
Premeditated
Laura.
gifting.
This is incredible. Thank you. Are you all going to dance with me? Because we have to at least dance on my birthday, right?
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Nate takes the sock, stretches it, and just starts like shimmying with it. Not
sock
even
is-
word response.
I'm
Just,
surprised they
still
let you in
carry it.
here
Why
with
are you
that.
bringing that sock with you everywhere?
I swung it in their direction, and they said they didn't want to
Is it
say
for
no.
tips?
Is that for laundry or something? Why do you have a sock of coins?
I think it's attached
It's in
now.
case things got violent. I could use it as. Have you seen Full Metal Jacket?
Oh, you're using like a weapon, like a nunchucks? Num socks.
Yeah,
Mm.
like just a.
Yeah.
And I actually
dude, we
whack a
should
table with
do-
it. And it's up, but put it away.
we should do a
Brutal.
contest where we see who can throw it the furthest.
Ben
I mean, they
will
might
look
kick
at
us
the-
out.
Ben will look at the bartender and say, "Can we get a round of Laura flowers and one virgin Laura?"
Excuse me?
And
Wait,
then
what
looks at you.
menu?
I,
And I,
I
like-
told, like, I lower my voice, like, what are you? Oh, and then I'm like looking around at the group, like, what?
And I
Well, we don't
take
know
off,
what a
like, one of
virgin Laura
those-
is anymore. Hey.
Yeah.
Listen, what are you talking about?
non
What is,
non-alcoholic.
I don't know. You tell me.
what
do
is
you
a
wanna-
Laura Flowers? Why are you talking to the bartender with my name? I'm so sorry. They probably just didn't know what
Oh,
to order.
you know what we're talking about, right?
And he looks
Do you
over
want to
at
describe
the
the drink,
bartender.
Shar? I
and
imagine
winks.
it's got to have gin in it.
Well, Laura is very much big on the coffee, big on the drip. So this is actually going to be a coffee-based drink. So it's very easy to make a virgin style of it, but it's got an orange liqueur, cream, coffee, and a little bit of Bailey's inside. So without, it's just like a typical, they'd use like some orange rind, and I still have cream and coffee in mine. But it's like sweet, just a little bit of bitter, and I'll keep you going all night long with a blast of fun.
Nice.
I just think like the whole day, Laura's just like awestruck at the kindness and thoughtfulness that went into this entire day. So like I'll pull Marie aside. Did you really like plan all this for me?
Yeah, it was really important to me, and it was really easy because you're awesome.
I really appreciate it. I know like I've never experienced a birthday like this. It's usually just kind of an afterthought. This doesn't feel like an afterthought. I don't know how to react. I feel like I don't know how to say thank you enough, or
You don't have to say anything. You just have to have a good time.
you made a drink and named it after me and planned it with the bartender.
Well, it wasn't. Oh, I had them make it. I just gave ideas because they're the experts, and I can't even taste it. So I hope it's good.
It is really good. I feel like I could drink a bunch of these and not even realize that there's alcohol in it. So it's approved. And then I like look around at Nate and Andy and Ben and just feel like love. I want to make tonight really, it's already special, but I want to make sure like we keep that going.
Hell yeah! Why don't you pick your favorite song and let's have a dance party?
Ooh. And I think I would find some jock jams on a jukebox. Let me make sure I pick an artist that's from before 1994. Yeah.
While you do that,
We will rock you.
everyone else
That's
start
the-
thinking. Everyone else start thinking of what gift you got,
Oh,
Laura.
I already know.
As I did not warn anyone ahead of time for this.
Okay, I think Laura's over at the jukebox, picking out a song, and definitely put on Technotronics "Pump Up the Jam."
Nice.
I love that
Pump
song
up
as
the
Katie.
jam.
Yeah.
Definitely get some Technotronic pumping on the jukebox.
We're going to assume that there is a jukebox, but it is definitely connected
yeah.
to the sound system.
Whatever sound, maybe I brought something. I don't know. I brought CDs with me. I don't know.
And as y'all dance and have fun, you eventually settle down in the booth exhausted. Time to open gifts. And does anyone want to volunteer who has one in mind?
Well, I already
Andy.
mentioned my my guac gift.
Oh yeah.
So I'm happy to open with that, like bestowing a dark web wrapped bowl of Laura's very own guacamole.
I think the dark web wrapping makes me have a flicker of everything you told, like everything Nate has told Laura, and just kind of like a slight like, oh, I got to deal with that. But then the alcohol kind of like pulls the brain away from it. You made all of this guacamole just for me?
Oh yeah.
Well, we got to share it now.
was
And I'm just
guaccing.
going to like open it up and just start digging into the guacamole and putting it in the middle of all of us so that we can all eat it. Thank you, Nate.
All for you. It's no problem. I'm happy to bestow the guac, you know? I just wanted you to have an absolutely guacking party.
It already is guacking, and I don't eat it all though, guys. I want to save some for me later. If that's selfish on my birthday, I just want to have some midnight guac this week.
Oh, of course. That is not selfish. You're allowed to save your own guac.
I'll be on guac duty. Make sure it doesn't get below 3/4.
Okay. Thank you, Nate. Oh, and I also like, I love the way you wrapped this and kind of give a knowing look.
I just get a big grin on my face.
And it kind of makes sense about like, I think Laura's like, maybe the change in the sock makes a little more sense now, just based on the nightmare scenario that Nate already went through.
The bartender comes by with a tray of shots and says, "On the house, dear. Happy birthday."
Thank you.
and there's one missing for Marie.
I
it
need
is-
a shot of pickle juice.
She
Stat!
turns back and like tilts her head and all right. It is a
Pickleback
sort
without the whiskey.
Exactly.
It's almost like a golden liquid with whipped cream on top of it.
What is it? Do you all know what this is?
I don't know.
Nope.
I'm sure it'll
Ready?
be good.
I guess so. I'm gonna sniff it first. I mean, but I probably only smell whipped cream.
Smells kind of sweet, yeah. Sour or not sour, like sugary.
All right,
Happy
well,
birthday.
cheers, and clink them all together. And
Laura!
It is delicious, kind of nutty. It is amaretto, whipped cream, and Irish liqueur, which is called a blowjob.
oh,
FYI.
I was like, that sounds really good though. Like
Yeah,
I've
it
never
does
had
sound really good.
amaretto, but
It tastes like almonds.
Katie's over there Googling blowjobs.
blowjob cocktail, and then I'm like, guys, I need.
My computer needs to be cleaned now.
Andy, what did you get?
Andy pulls out like a small, like thin, what looks like a wrapped item, and the wrapping paper is like chips, just like tortilla chips, and hands it over.
Like the wrapping paper is tortilla chips? Like, wait.
It has little tortilla chips all over the wrapping paper.
Start like
Oh, okay.
grabbing
I thought
the
it was-
chips, trying to take them off.
I thought you like glued tortilla chips to the gift, and I was like, whoa.
Now I want it to be that instead. I would like to
salty.
retroactively go back. It is now
God.
chips glued
So
to
many
big
crumbs.
paper.
That's not even like a wrapping. That's a case. If
Yeah.
you glued chips together, that is a case. You gave a
hand Laura
shell.
armor.
Yeah.
I'd look at Andy like, should I like, is this it? Or do I need to, is there something underneath this?
That's it. No, open it, silly.
Open it. And so I start picking away at the
I take
chips.
the
Smash
I take the
it!
sock and just start smashing the chips.
No,
No, don't smash it.
Oh, sorry. Should I not?
Too late
No.
now. What is it?
Yeah, I already
just-
swung like twice.
It's okay. It just kind of hit around it. I think it did like kind of the
If
vibrations
he hits
of the
it, it
chainsaw.
probably is going to shatter because what's inside of it has some plastic covering.
I think
Nah,
my
those
hands were
chips are
in the
sturdy.
way.
Oh no.
Oh no!
These sock change things hitting my hand. And I just kind
Ben,
of
like,
swap
pushes
mates.
Nate into the corner of the
Swap
booth.
mates change
I'm out of
sock away.
control.
And try to get the encasing off with bruises all over my hands.
It is a CD case of Hams Noir.
Nice.
I don't have this one. Thanks, Andy. I got the perfect spot for me to, okay. And I just, like, start
heard,
thinking-
about your escapades, your first drink. Figure, we're back here again. Probably, a good memory.
It is a good memory. And honestly, I think this is probably pretty rare because I don't even know where you found this.
Well, so they came back and they played again, and they had like a little thing with their CDs on there, and I bought one.
Thank you. I
I had to camp, basically.
I almost don't want to take the plastic off of it. Thank
Well,
you.
you kind of have to be able to listen to the songs.
I know, but there's also a good memory tied to this. Thank you.
Well, it's your CD.
gonna-
You do what you want to do with it.
I'm gonna cherish this forever. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And like I just like the thought process of somebody like going to that show that they had to go to the merch table to get a CD is so thoughtful. Like even in just like Katie terms, that's so nice. I
imagine
Laura's-
like Andy basically was like watching their schedule, and then like on one of the nights where he was working late at the coffee shop, just like stopped in, got it, and then left.
I think Laura's just holding it and like staring at it and kind of shows it to everybody at the table. Thank you all. Thank you, Andy.
What? The best gift is still coming.
Or Marie, did you get something?
I'll go before we get the big send off because that one's the true masterpiece. But this is mine, and I
don't know what they're saying.
I slide over a small. Well, it's in an envelope. You get an envelope.
You all know you didn't have to get me anything, right? Like,
It's your birthday. What?
You don't ask for birthday gifts. You just get them.
Yeah, it's a chip cult tradition. We're establishing now.
Yes.
I agree.
so like every year for all of our birthdays, the chip cult, no matter where life takes us, we're gonna celebrate. Or if we just even like once a year do like one big birthday chip cult celebration.
Ooh, I like the one big birthday chip goal.
Yeah, honestly, I can't even imagine like a situation where that wouldn't happen.
I think that like
We can
have
call
the
it
guac.
the bowl.
Ooh, the chip
Oh.
cult bowl.
Yeah.
The birthday
too wordy?
bowl.
The birthday bowl. That's what I was
Birthday
thinking.
bowl!
Nice.
Oh, that's incredible.
Okay, so are we agreeing? Every year we're
It's
going to celebrate.
incredible.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh.
I smack a table again. Sorry. Oh,
and I'll start opening the envelope from Marie.
And inside you see made out of construction paper and markers a coupon for one world's best hug from Marie.
I'm going to save this for a very important time I might need this. Even though I'm so tempted to use it right now, I'm going to save this.
You better save that. But you also get a free one because it's your birthday, and I give you
Okay.
a hug.
I take the free hug and then I'll be like, but I'm going to hold you to this. Like, this is a very valuable coupon.
Yeah, that's the only one in the whole world.
Andy doesn't even have one?
Nope.
Okay.
No,
well, yeah,
I
then
have
I
to
better
steal
save
my
it.
hugs.
Oh, well, maybe you'll be lucky enough to get a coupon someday, Andy.
Thanks.
And I take it and I don't even fold it, but I carefully slide it into my bag between like two books or something so that it doesn't crease or get smashed. It's just like in a safe spot in my bag.
All right, Ben. You're up.
All right. Nobody guessed what I got you, even though they tried. And he pulls out a poorly wrapped rectangular box-shaped thing. The wrapping paper is from Christmas. It's just what he had left over. And he will hand it to you, and he said, I've never been very good at wrapping.
It's okay. It's not really about the wrapping paper, even though the chips were pretty phenomenal, Andy, I will say.
Look, I don't know how to use that wrapping paper stuff either, but I know how to glue chips onto stuff.
And Nate, with that spider webbing, I've never seen anything quite like it.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was pretty
People
cool.
from class helped with it.
Oh, that's cool. So it was like, did you like just get some people together to do that?
Yeah, I went to my gender studies class, and a few of them actually knew how to like put thread together, like knit threads together pretty well. So we had sort of a knitting party. It was great.
I'm gonna hang it on the wall in my dorm. I literally like Laura's gonna like
I just want a
carefully fold
scene
it
of
like a
Nate,
doily.
like knitting.
Just like
That's adorable.
Yeah, just
Trying
adorable.
so hard, so focused.
Yeah.
veins standing
Like
out.
competitive knitting.
Yeah. And then I'll turn to Ben. But honestly, Christmas wrapping paper makes total sense for this time of year. So
It is, yeah, it's getting around then. It was all they were selling.
and I excitedly open it because like Ben gave me something. So we're like ripping it open.
When you open it, it's actually one of those like white rectangular boxes that you would put like clothes in. And there's like tape along the edges keeping it closed.
This is like a mystery box. And then I'm gonna try to use my nails to like cut the tape. Is there like a
It takes a
Rubik's
little
Cube
bit-
in here?
Yeah, it's a puzzle all the way down.
And then I'll hopefully get through the tape and then open up the box.
And there's a bit of tissue paper on the top of whatever's in the box. Which as you take away, you see a painting. A framed pastel painting of you sitting in the botanical garden. It's close up, starting at about your waist. You're on the lower left side of the frame, sitting on your favorite bench. Your head is tilted up and to the right, looking past the station point. You have your usual headphones and outfit on. The garden behind you is painted with dull and muted colors. The flora almost looks dreamlike and out of focus, while you're painted with vibrant colors. You look slightly haunted, but in a mysterious and hot way. Roll power for me.
Oh no.
It's enchanted.
In hot way. Come on. Oh, success. 42 versus 72.
The date is Tuesday, November 13th, 2012. The time is 10:15 p.m. You are alone, Laura, leaning up against the window of your apartment in Seattle. The rain outside creating an ambient, almost calm moment for you. All your work is done for the night, and all you're left with is the sounds of the bar underneath you playing some 2012's rockin' beats. You are currently drinking a Laura Flower alone on your birthday. The light of the bar illuminates the bottom of your face. On a wall behind you, we can see a painting, a framed painting of you sitting in the botanical garden. The date is Sunday, November 13th, 1994. You were sitting in the bar holding this painting with Ben, sort of nervously waiting for a reaction.
Did you paint this? I mean, obviously you painted this. This is...
Yeah. Yeah.
When did you do this?
Would it be weird if I said before our date?
No. And thank you. This is so sweet. Sorry, I'm not trying to make it weird. And I look at everybody and kind of fan my face. Ben. And I'll lean over and just hug Ben and kiss him if he'll let me.
He will.
I
He seems almost surprised at your reaction, but like in a almost like a relief moment. I'm glad you like it.
I have never seen anything. I mean, I knew you were good, but like this is special.
I haven't had a lot of inspiration recently.
I'm so glad I know all of you. I mean, I'll be honest, I have had really bad birthdays, and this is like honestly gonna be a really hard one to top.
Andy puts his arm around like Marie and then kind of leans closer to Laura.
And while the guac might be gone at some point, I'll always have. Hopefully, Marie will let me keep the coupon if I ever redeem it. I'll always have this CD to listen to. I'll have this web that signifies all of us being entangled together. And this picture, I will always have this warm memory whenever I look at this.
I want to say nicer things, but I'm embarrassed to say them around our friends.
Oh,
You can tell me later. You all know
Should
we
be
have
embarrassed,
sleepovers and we
Ben.
talk about all of you, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Sleepovers.
That's what Andy and I do. So.
And like,
Fair.
you know, Laura's like wiping tears from her eyes and just kind of like falls into Ben and just kind of takes this moment to feel everything and intentionally tries to keep this moment like solidified in her brain to always reminisce on, and then looks at the picture as a way to kind of like tie those two things together.
You always got the chip call.
Yeah.
Nate's mopping his eyes with a sock, and he says, "I just want to say I totally called it that it was going to be art."
It's true. It's true. They did say that.
He did.
It
Yeah.
was a lucky guess. It was a lucky guess.
Look, don't mess it
Yeah.
up because Ben basically said they would murder us if something happens to that thing.
It's true. We brought the truck just so we could protect it.
Well, I may murder you all too if anything ever happens to it. So
Fair.
And
Fair.
as the night continues and the Laura flowers keep coming, your birthday comes to a close. The date is Saturday, December 3rd, 1994. The time is 10:30 a.m. Andy, your parents have come the weekend before your birthday. They want to celebrate while they can because they'll be busy during the week. So they made time to come on the Saturday before the actual event, and they have invited you and Marie out for brunch.
Awesome.
You sit
Nothing
with
fits
your...
me. Oh God.
Everything fits you.
I just want to make a good impression.
You always do.
I don't know. I feel like they judge me when they look at me.
No. And look, I think they're gonna be excited.
Okay, let's go.
All right. You look gorgeous.
They come to pick you up in their not very expensive, but compared to yours, well-off car, a black Saab, which I only remember off the top of my head because I've been watching Seinfeld recently. And they drive you both downtown to the top of Vancouver Revolving Restaurant that overlooks the sails, overlooks the city, and out to the bay. seeing Whistler in the mountains to the north as it slowly rotates. Would you like to describe your parents, Andy? How they appear?
Yeah, I think Daniel, Andy's father, is kind of well dressed, well kept, but he kind of has like a sterner like look and vibe to him. He's a little bit more curt and to the point with his thoughts, but deep down, Andy knows that Daniel loves him and cares for him and wants the best for him and wants Andy to continue the legacy of their family. And Rachel, who is Andy's mother, is kind of a more like soft-spoken, calm person who kind of just like deals with Daniel's a little assertiveness. But she's very gentle, and I think one of the things that Andy has always loved about his mother is that she is like the calm in a storm. Like she always has the right answer, always knows what to do, even when chaos is ensuing. And it might just be like the nature of like who she is and how she does things. But she's very, I think, classy, I would say, is the way that she kept put together.
Nice. Most of the conversation on the ride here has been your mother asking if Marie is taking her vitamins and staying away from particular foods and trying to get healthy to feed that baby.
I am. It's been tough not having my morning coffees, but I mean, at least when Andy comes home from work, he smells like them.
And by the time you get to brunch, she's short of done blood work on you, and has mostly just been asking you, every step of the way how everything is going, and sitting here waiting for the food to arrive. Your dad has been not silent, but decidedly quiet. Everything that he says seems very calculated, and trying to not cause anything, and sort of sits across the table now from you, both your parents having mimosas and coffee, and he sort of looks at you, but in that like down way, like you're still a child. So, Andrew, how is everything?
Good. Marie's healthy. I'm healthy. We're just keeping up with school and work best we can.
And hockey?
Yes, and hockey, of course.
He's been a star on that ice, that's for sure.
I
Never
don't know
miss a
about that,
game.
but it's true. Marie's always there to cheer me on. But keeping up with my studies, I promise you. I took some extra shifts so that I can pay rent. Our landlord is a little intense.
Yeah, he's definitely not a people person, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Your mom looks over and says that if you can, you should really get out of that place. It seems a bit run down for bringing up a child, but. And your dad looks over and says, "Yeah, I'm surprised how much it is. I guess it's downtown, or not downtown, but near the city."
Vancouver is just really, it's pretty expensive, but
Yeah.
our friends came and have really helped us put like baby proof, and Andy made their bedroom really special.
And your
Tried.
grades are doing well?
Yeah. They're doing all right. Marie's killing it. I think, do you want to tell him about your publisher?
Oh, sure, yeah. I got a short story published a few months ago, just before Christmas, and that went really well. They've commissioned me to write a few more stories. I'm not a featured author or you know,
Yeah.
but it's been great.
Rachel is like smiling and nodding and looking at you, Marie, and like puts out a hand onto your hand and says, "Oh, that's amazing." Daniel doesn't take his eyes off you, Andy. And your grades?
They're all right. I mean,
How about the two of you? What's new with your life?
Well, the medical field keeps us busy.
are you still at the same hospital?
Yes. I've been talking about you actually with some colleagues, hoping that maybe we could start you off on the right foot.
That would be amazing.
Of course, any recommendation I make will have to be accurate.
Of course.
I just hope that we can make something happen.
I mean, you know any better than anyone how dependable Andy is. He always goes the extra mile when he's got his heart in it.
Yes, well, dependability doesn't keep people alive on the table. And you see Rachel like put her hand on his shoulder and like grip it.
I understand.
I'm just worried about your future, Andrew.
I appreciate that.
Where do you envision yourself in 10, 20 years?
Well, hopefully graduated, and then it would be amazing to be able to work at the same hospital that you worked at.
Joining the family business?
Yeah.
I mean, 10 years, it's a lot. You'd be, what, a resident then?
I would hope so. I mean,
Me too.
I'd like that.
Well,
You've got it. And I squeeze
just remember
your
that you have
hand.
to stay focused and try to avoid distractions. I know that being on your own, kind of for the first time in your life, there's certain temptations, partying, friends, hockey, that can take away from your ability to prepare for your future. You'll have time for all of that once you've a stable job. So,
Yes,
Do
sir.
you have time for all of that? I feel like this is the first time we've seen you in so long.
we do okay. And both of them look a little bit thrown off by that question.
I'm glad. Like, work-life balance is really important, and that's something that I worry about with this career that Andy's chosen, but I know that he can do it, especially with such great examples of the two of you.
You can see that he's about to retort when the waiter comes and takes all of your orders. The following is a very uncomfortable brunch.
Marie wanted
and
nothing more than to get like big pancakes, bacon, eggs, a coffee with not decaf, but give me the caffeine. But she just gets like whole wheat toast and a fucking fruit bowl.
your parents usually don't like flaunt wealth or show off or anything like that. Give me a psychology.
65 out of 75.
Success.
You get the impression that they are trying to show you a potential future where you can afford to eat in the revolving restaurant of Vancouver, get anything you want to brunch, drive nice cars, live in nice neighborhoods. And it's not so much to show off what they have, but more almost trying to demonstrate what you could have. as they pay for the meal and lead you back out to the car. Rachel turns to you, Marie, and says, "Do you need any baby clothes? We could go shopping maybe before we have to leave."
What do you think, honey? Is it bad luck or should we do it? We haven't bought any yet.
Why not?
Okay.
And Rachel takes you out to some nice places. The area around there is almost more like a touristy area. She takes you down to more the business area of Vancouver, where there's the hoity-toity clothing shops. And the entire time, Daniel is sort of like following around just a monolithic figure. You give me a psychology, Marie.
Ooh. I'm way less good at this than my husband is. It's terrible. 81 versus 30.
You get the impression that Rachel is trying to be like the fun grandma who gets you everything that you need, and like as the day goes on, you start to like cut off, and she like buys you some more stuff, and she's like, "Oh, this will look great. This will look great." So that by the time that you get back to your apartment, late in the afternoon, you like need help from everybody to haul everything back up to your apartment.
What did you guys
too
get?
generous. This is too much. It didn't feel like this much until we're here now.
There's like clothes and like pumps and all the things that you're gonna need. And
This was
donut
really
pillow.
nice of you guys. Thank you.
you see like a grimace on your dad's face as he sees your apartment, and almost like relaxed, like all this pomp and circumstance sort of like fades as he realizes like exactly where you are. Well, it's been fun. It's always nice to see you, Andrew and Marie. I hope everything goes well. Keep in touch. Let us know if anything changes.
Yeah.
And he goes to shake your hand.
Yeah, Andy will shake his hand.
And Rachel will excitedly give each of you a hug. And then like as she turns, you can almost see that like that same sort of facade drop a little bit as the both of them leave.
Yeah, I think
And the
Andy's
two-
hug to his mom is like really warm.
You can tell that she's trying to be as positive as possible. And as the two of them leave, you are both left in your apartment with just piles of clothes and paraphernalia around you.
I think Andy feels a sense of relief when they leave.
Yeah, but I feel like both our bodies kind of like deflate in like relaxation. Well, we did it. You did it.
Yeah, something like that. I think my parents they're not like that normally.
I don't know. I feel like ever since we went to school, things sort of shifted for them, which is so strange because you're taking steps to follow in their career path. Like you'd think that they would be proud of you for that.
Yeah.
Not that I'm not saying they aren't proud of you. I'm sure they are. It just doesn't. I don't know. That's how I took it.
I probably need to share something with you.
What's up?
When we first got the apartment a few months ago, we got excited. We bought all the stuff to decorate the house and the baby, and I might have had to ask my dad for a little help. And he found out my grades weren't doing so well.
Oh, Why didn't you just tell me right away? Why?
I didn't want you to
That's
worry,
so-
and I got it solved and resolved. I'm okay now.
Are we okay now? I can take more shifts at the school.
No, you're good. You've taken what you can, and I've already taken a bunch of shifts. We're gonna be all right.
Oh, and I like give you a big hug. Well, this gift is a huge thing because, I mean, now this is gonna save us a lot of money. We can budget better. I'm good with numbers and books, paper, pens. It's all the same, right? Writing a novel, writing a budget for a household.
Yeah, maybe we should do that. There's something else too.
Oh God.
And Andy's gonna go over to like the closet where he's got like a shoebox, which Marie probably wouldn't have looked at because it just looks like a box of Andy's shoes. And he opens it up and there's like money in this box.
Are you a drug dealer?
No,
What is this? Secret money?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Someone keeps leaving envelopes in weird places near me.
What?
And it even
You're
has my
like
name
on
on
a
it.
money scavenger hunt, but you don't get the clues. You just find it.
Yeah, I mean,
And Andy will dig to the bottom of the money, and there's like a bunch of these envelopes that are just like now empty, but they have Andy's name on it.
The block lettering.
Yeah,
But
I'm gonna try
the
and see. Do
secret
I recognize the
benefactor
writing?
leaves.
I forget
God.
what we rolled for that.
Spot hidden,
Ooh.
but like extreme spot hidden.
Okay.
It's all block letters, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
terrible. 61 versus 5.
Unclear.
I have no idea whose writing that is.
I thought we did like verbose. It was one of the hard ones. I can't remember.
Yeah,
How?
you got a bonus, Andy, because you are such friends with Nate. But Marie,
Yeah.
I don't know how frequently Marie has seen Nate's art projects.
Not much. This is wild. This is so wild and so
Right?
wild
And
that
then
you
what do
didn't
I
tell
do?
me.
I know, I didn't want to worry you with the pregnancy, and then I figure I need to tell you because my dad was acting super strange. I mean, he's always like that, but now ever since
It
then,
was
he's
more,
just,
yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
I mean,
Well,
I get
at least
it.
that solves
He
the
wants
mystery.
the best for me, and they
Yeah.
always, I've never had to worry as a kid. You know, I always had everything. I want to be able to give that to my kid.
Yeah, this little bugger will be okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we should probably put that in the bank because
Okay.
I don't want to lose it.
Fair. Okay.
Unless, I mean, it's your money. You found it. It's your treasure. Do what you want with it.
My treasure. Maybe we need to buy a ship. My dad apparently doesn't like where we live. Where does he think we're
True.
going to be able to find another place? We searched forever to find this freaking
And
If
apartment.
you're not in it, you don't know. And
As you discuss the the reaction of your parents, I have a question, Laura. Over the last 3 weeks, have you taken any time to deep dive into the dark web?
I would have, because the web that Nate gave me I hung it on the wall in my dorm room. So I feel like that would be a reminder, and I would like to at least try to have looked into at least a little bit of something.
All right, give me a computer use.
Okay.
I'm gonna say hard for this one.
Okay. Oh my god. Extreme success 3 versus 25.
Holy shit.
Ooh.
So over the 3 weeks where you find time by yourself to deep delve, it's almost like a pressure is released, it takes a while for you to find the right sites and the right people in the right places initially. But once you do, you find this large community of people with beliefs spanning the globe of actual rituals that have helped them through various aspects of their life. Some of them are very spiritual and are like more inward. Some of them are more macabre in their ingredients that are required, and some of them are just straight up possibly illegal. I'm going to send you a list of ritual names that you find, and you can ponder on this for a bit.
Okay.
Because it's not going to come up right away, but you can sort of think about what of these seem interesting to you.
Okay.
But while you do that, the date is Wednesday, December 7th, 1994. The time is 7:30 a.m. and it is Andy's birthday. Marie, first off, how do you wake your husband on his birthday?
Oh, we fade to black for that. No.
All right. After we fade back in.
Yeah, I think so.
You know those shots that Laura took? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
What do you have planned today?
Yeah. After some birthday lovin', I'm gonna make a nice big breakfast for the two of us. I try to make it special, but we're still buying like the no-name brand of everything. So it's like, some toast with some peanut butter and various jams so he can like do it up how he wants. And I do make some Canadian bacon to put on the side. But the real present that I have, I'm saving for later.
For the rest of you, since they live together, the morning surprise wasn't going to work out too much. But do you two have anything planned special for Andy on his birthday?
Can we say that that Nate went by fully expecting for the early wake up to be a tradition, and then like got to the house, maybe even used a credit card, was like tiptoeing in, got about halfway through the door before we realized, oh no, I am in error. Just like closed the door, went straight to a bar.
Well, can I say, like, maybe we ran in, like, Ben and I went to go get coffee for everybody. And can we run into Nate?
I'm in full Charlie Brown, walking head down. Christmas Time Is Here is playing. And so I'm just like walking down the street.
Like, I like to picture, like, Ben and I we're carrying, like, the little trays with all the little coffees in it. And I see you walking with your head down, just, like, across the street. Nate!
Huh? Oh.
This is perfect. We were about to go back to the dorms to get you. We're gonna go surprise. We're gonna go surprise Andy.
No!
What? The coffee's gonna get cold.
No.
It's the bull tradition.
I think. I actually spoke to Marie about it, and she said that Andy's been really exhausted lately, and so she would like to let him sleep in.
Okay, so then I guess we can drink ours and then like wait till 9, and then their coffee's gonna be cold. But
knowing him, he's a bit of a marathoner. I think let's aim for 10:30. Let's give him plenty of time to get situated, recover from a long night of intense sleep.
Yeah, let's find a place we'll drink double coffee.
Yeah.
and sort of like leans into you, Laura, and whispers, "I think they're doing it."
Oh, well, good thing. Part of my gift is a bag of beans, so why don't we just all share these? And yeah, let's go get like pancakes or something.
Yeah.
And as you do, time passes, and we cut to whatever party Marie has planned on a Wednesday for Andy's birthday.
Okay, do you have any idea, any guesses? Now's the last time. And I've told you, Andy, that you have to dress. We're going out, but it's not too fancy. That's all the information I've told you.
Are you asking them or all of us?
I'm asking you.
Oh,
before we
okay.
leave the house.
I didn't have the
Sorry.
context. I was like, what's happening?
Not sure. Dinner?
That's a good guess. But you're wrong. And I swing open the door, and I imagine that the crew is there, and we're all dressed in. And I like pull out a jersey, and it's a Canucks jersey, so the hockey team of Vancouver. And they're playing tonight, and we got seats, and we're going.
What? I am
Yep.
not dressed appropriately.
What?
is, like,
I said we're
carrying a-
going out. Not too fancy. You look fine.
Ben's carrying a present and turns to Laura. I forgot about this.
I know, I forgot to tell you, I coordinated with Marie earlier. Marie, I'm gonna put this, and then like I tuck it, but I take Ben's gift and tuck it behind my back in the spot. And then I like
All
sneak
right.
into the house and deposit Ben's gift safely with mine.
Perfect. So the plan is to go to the hockey game first and then do after gifts?
Yes, after
Um,
party at the home.
I mean, question, how good are the seats?
They're terrible because I
Yes,
can't
alright.
afford anything else. They are literally all the way at the back. Unless anyone wanted to coordinate something else, that's what I would have bought.
Laura would have chipped in a little bit.
Everyone that chips in, it moves forward a row. But it's still fun. All of you get to watch the Canucks get their ass beat.
Typical.
The crowd cheers and exclaims, "The Montreal Canadiens do a passable job." And
This
at
was
the end of the-
awesome.
Yay! Oh, I'm so glad. It's really loud, but it's fun.
It's perfect volume. The louder, the better.
The kiss cam focuses on your group.
Oh yeah, we smooch.
Oh yeah, Andy will grab her and give her a good smooch.
I think I would kiss Ben and then lean on to Nate and give Nate a cheek kiss. And see if I could get Marie. I'd be like tapping
yeah.
Marie and like we kind of
double.
sandwich
Yeah.
Nate. cheek kisses.
Ben leans over you and kisses Nate on the cheek as well.
Yes!
I love it.
And,
And Nate just sort of glances at Andy a few times after that.
I think Andy
We
just
jumping in for
like
kisses.
giving you like thumbs up because we're probably like a little separated.
Oh, brutal.
I gotta go to the bathroom. I just leave.
And the chaos of the event subsides. All of you are a few beers deep, except for Marie, as you get back to
I'm
your
the DD.
apartment. And once again, all of you tell me what your presents are, except for Marie, as I assume that the game was the present.
And the birthday sex.
Yeah, of course.
That's what was happening. I would like to bring this time on sort of as okay. So I'm gonna combine ideas. I'm gonna make. I got with my class, and this time we took a bunch of tortilla chips, glued them together to form, and then like painted onto them to form like a chip Ouija board. And on that, I'm going to carry an extra large bowl of guac for 3. You know, big enough for 3 is what I'm saying. And I'll bring that. And also, I would like to, as sort of like a separate gift, hand over, I would like to be like, hey, you know when we saw The Lion King and we really liked it? Like we
Hell
both
yeah,
loved
man.
it?
You mean the 300 times we watched it?
Exactly. It was great. Well, I got you the soundtrack, so that you and the fam could listen to it, because you know kids love Disney stuff. So maybe a little person can listen to it and really enjoy it, and you'll have it. And also, I got you this, and I hand him a little stuffed animal, Simba, and I'm like, I got you one,
man.
and I got me one too, a matching one, because we're part of my pride, bro.
And he would like hold it up in the air.
Yeah, that's so cute.
Nate goes, nah.
No, Ma.
Laura?
I think I coordinated with Marie to find a hiding spot for the gift because it's a large gift, and I think Andy would have known exactly what it was if I brought it with me before the game. So I go into the closet and I pull out this. It's shaped like a hockey stick because it is in fact a hockey stick. And
I don't know what this could be.
And listen, okay? And I hand it to Andy, and
It's a Toblerone.
Oh my gosh,
There's very
imagine a
large
Toblerone that
Toblerone.
was this big.
which I had wrapped around the base of it. It looks really bulky because there's a bag of coffee beans wrapped around the base of this. And I found the chip wrapping paper. It's not chips, but it's like the little chip wrapping paper that I think you were saying you did for Laura before it became chips. But when you open it, engraved on the, I don't know the name of it because I don't know much about hockey, the hilt of the the hockey stick, it has Andrew Wilson engraved in cursive on it.
Nice.
And so it's
Oh man, this is
your own
super
personal-
cool, dude.
yeah. Well, I just thought you can hang it above a mantle, or you could just use it for practice.
Well, which would you prefer me to do?
I want you to use it,
All
honestly.
right, well, then let's use it. Next
and I'm
game.
hoping it will be a lucky stick for you.
All right, well, should we do some kind of like chip cult ritual to make sure it's lucky?
Oh, good idea.
I shoot a glance over at Nate. Yes, we should do a ritual over this hockey stick.
Yes, we should. Yes, we should. A holy chip cult ritual so that we could use this hockey stick to paddle out any bad vibes that are around.
Yes.
And I'm asked, is this going to be a real ritual, Laura?
I think I'm going to play off of Andy that it was a joke. Right?
No.
Oh,
Yes.
I think Laura's
Yes,
playing it off
no?
as a joke. So if somebody else is going to start the ritual, I think Laura will be shocked because I think it's a joke.
All right. If anybody else is starting it, I'm not going to make you roll for anything. So as Andy performs a ritual on this stick, and then presumably someone starts taping
I
it
do
up.
spirit fingers over it.
Has Laura talked to Nate about the ritual yet?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that I had started researching, but we had talked
Yeah.
about me researching the ritual. So
Right.
You found a couple of the like good vibes ones when you and Nate were researching the like salt around the bed, and a few of the other ones.
I mean,
but,
you could say that you want to do the ritual later on the stick. We could.
I
Okay.
think part of it too is like the Ouija board gate. Like after that night, Nate had that horrific event happen on the bus. So it's kind of like maybe we shouldn't mess with magic in this place.
right.
Yeah, we'll open up the other presents. Like we'll save the ritual for the stick later.
All right. We can wait.
Last but not least, again, this is becoming a tradition.
I mostly everyone just is so prepared and jumps on it. Question, Laura, would you help Ben wrap his present this time?
And like Laura stands up and like goes to the closet and gets the present, hands it to Ben, and sits back down.
All right. And then hands you the gift, Andy, and it is similarly shaped to Laura's.
Oh man, did you also get me a stick?
Oh no, sorry, Laura's present that Ben
The
got
rectangle, the painting.
Yeah.
Oh man, what is this? Andy will
It's
open it.
And once again, the sort of white box that you would put clothes in with the tape around it.
He eagerly
and as
like
you
moves the white paper off.
as you open it, Ben has also made you a painting. It depicts you as a mad scientist with tinctures and vials of strange-looking chemicals. The colors are fantastic and spill off the edge in a nonsensical manner. Your face is determined and focused, but with a hint of worry and uncertainty. Your surrounding area is almost psychedelic, but you are painted as an anchor for all the chaos, a pillar in the storm. And I'm going to need you to roll a power.
Oof.
Gotta
96
push
out
that.
of 60.
I say push it.
You say push it? All right, let's do it. Can I push
Yeah.
it?
You want to push a power roll?
Yeah.
Sorry, you can't. It's a last minute. It's like a.
Oh, okay, I
quick
can't push
Split
it.
second thing.
Yeah.
All right,
there's
well, we
nothing to
failing.
really push.
96 out of 60.
Yikes.
As you look at it, your focus almost stops, and you stare through it, and you get this sinking feeling that you haven't really felt, of almost like a snap moment of depression where your future is uncertain and all of the things that your father has said start washing over you in emotional waves. You almost don't have time to even realize what the painting is. It just becomes this symbol for everything that you are worried you will become, and the failures that you think you will become. And all of you see Andy's face sort of like become sad. And Ben sort of like backs up a little bit as moments pass without a reaction.
I'll put my arm on Ben's and kind of squeeze his arm.
It's supposed to be like a, funny, like a mad scientist.
Can I throw my arm around Andy's shoulders and be like, "Ha! This looks amazing. It looks great, right, man?"
Oh, yeah.
I think Andy kind of still staring as he's saying that, and then kind of comes like almost like back to, and just kind of puts on a smile, but it's not a real smile.
We gotta find a place of honor for this.
Yeah. We should put this up. Thanks, Ben. This is
Yeah.
it's cool of you.
You're always so thoughtful. This is so cool.
It wasn't a school assignment, so I kind of went wild with it. I hope you guys like it.
Yeah,
really
you can
fun.
feel Ben like almost like
Fantastic.
trembling a bit underneath your hand, Laura.
Like I would notice because we've spent so much time together now, like that this is not a good reaction from Ben.
Yeah.
And I also probably not from Andy. It's very abnormal for Andy to do this. So I would like sidle up closer to Ben and just like lean in. It's beautiful. Don't worry about it.
You can feel him like nodding and then not stop nodding. Yeah.
Okay,
and they
so is there
tighten
cake?
around you.
Yeah, and like I lean, like I'm like protectively trying to comfort Ben. There's cake, right, Marie?
Yes. Let me go get it. I have to. I'll. Someone dim the lights.
I kind of like look at Nate and kind of see if Nate will jump and get the lights, and I'm gonna take the picture from Andy if Andy will let me.
Oh yeah. Andy will let
Can I
you.
look at it? I want to see it.
I mean, as you're grabbing it, Andy kind of like lets go, and he doesn't make eye contact with you, but he's just kind of like looking at the painting, but in like a weird way, and just like let you take it from them.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna like gently pull it from you and like actually look at it. I love the colors that you did here. It's kind of it's a little different.
Was
Does
that to
Ben
Ben?
like does Ben react to that, and does Andy react to that, or
Ben like looks. You realize that Ben has been like looking at Andy, like trying to see if Andy snaps out of it, and then as you say that, you realize that he wasn't listening for a moment. Looks over and says, "Thanks. Everything around Andy is supposed to be, like us, our lives, the chaos and disorder of it. Well, everything's a blur and uncontrollable. But I don't know. He's the adult, the rock in the middle."
honestly, the night that I went out with Marie, Andy's like the only reason I didn't have like the worst hangover the next morning. So this is beautiful. And I'm gonna gently place it back in the box. Kind of just really paying attention to both of them. And then okay, I'm gonna go help Marie with the cake. So it's cake time, and I'm just gonna stand up and try to be like, I'm gonna put some music on. If Marie will let me, I'm just gonna like get a CD out, like frantically pick some happy music. Oh
Can
no!
I give you the Lion King?
Yeah, I was gonna say the Lion King. I was like, I'm putting the Lion King on. I put on I Just Can't Wait to Be King, and I go help Marie.
I think Andy's Andy was like staring at you, like when you were holding the painting, even though it wasn't like facing him, he was watching you and like not looking at you, but looking at the painting, even though it was like just the back of it. And even while you were putting it back in the box, was still like staring, but like not saying anything. And then I think when you close the box, and he kind of like blinks for a moment and leans into Nate.
Yeah.
Because you said you put your arm around me or whatever.
Oh yeah.
I think he.
Okay.
I mean, like I think he like leans into your like embrace a little bit more.
Nate just sort of leans back and is just like, eyes closed, head against his buddy. And internally is just like, yes.
And as the three of you salvage the rest of the night, realizing that it is a Thursday tomorrow, and you're gonna have a rough school day. The date is Friday, December 24th, 1994. The time is 8:40 p.m. Classes have been out, but Marie, you're still in charge of maintaining the sort of student area, which is much busier now as students don't have classes. They realize that they have let themselves go a bit, and they're trying to hit the gym for some last minute poundage loss. And Ben walks in. He's like bundled in a tight sort of like plaid blue jacket, like one of those really stiff ones, and has his hair sort of shoved into a toque, still wearing jeans that have sort of holes in the front, and boots, large boots that are over them.
Ben, what are you doing here? You're not here to work out, are you?
No, unfortunately. I need help. I need it to be a secret. I got
Secret buddies. You got it.
I got a present for Laura for Christmas, but it's being held in Langley. I guess the delivery trucks can't make it, and I know that you guys have the truck. I would ask Andy, but they're kind of doing a lot of hockey right now. Do you think you could maybe drive me to Langley? It's only going to be a couple hours.
For sure. I look at the time. How much longer do I have to stay here?
You could feasibly leave and come back and close up when you get back.
I look around the room.
Oh, I could say you could feasibly clean up or close up right now. There's only a couple.
That's what I was gonna say. I look around the room and I say, "All right, chop chop, everybody! Time to go home to your families. Go home to your beds. Turn on a shitty Christmas movie. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Let's go."
You see people like mid-rep like freak out, and it takes a bit of persuading while Ben waits, but you manage to.
I'm a pregnant lady. Don't make me wait all day.
Kind of like pushing people out and close up and grab the truck and start driving.
I'll text Andy to let him know that I'm taking the truck and like where we're going and what time I expect to be back.
You mean calling him and leaving a message?
Yeah.
On his
Yes,
answering machine.
that's right.
Pagering me.
Paged him. You do this with your hand for a while to get money
beep,
out of
boop,
your
beep,
pocket.
boop.
And you head out. You can see that Ben has like printed out directions on where to go.
old
I'm like
Map
map
quest.
quest.
Yeah.
Leads you to the highway, which is most of the trip, and kind of just making like small talk, talking about the holidays. It comes up that his parents are actually coming to visit, and he's nervous that it's going to be the first time they meet Laura.
Ooh, that'll be a trip. Are they nice? Laura's nice, so I feel like she's gonna do really well with anyone's parents, regardless of how nice they are.
I'm sure they'll love her.
Yeah, 'cause you love her.
I mean, we haven't said anything, but
You love her. You want to kiss her. You want to hug her.
what about your parents? Are you gonna be seeing them?
Yes, we are. We're supposed to visit them on the 26th. Andy and I kind of like to do our own Christmas thing. Trying to set the boundary early. That'll be a big deal for our, core family, just the three of us. So we'll see them the day after on Boxing Day.
And he keeps the attention on you, asking you questions about the baby and about the family. And you start to get down into Langley's sort of downtown area, much smaller than Vancouver in terms of verticality.
Yeah. So what's this present?
I mean, it's another secret. I turned left here.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Interesting.
down a couple blocks, and then right here, and it should be on our left.
Hold on. I suck at parallel parking. It's going to take me a second.
And you park in front of Langley Memorial Hospital. Just
Is
wait
the right
here.
spot?
Yeah. Just wait here. I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right. And he gets out, and the wind sort of like brings a bunch of snow in
Ooh, it's cold.
through the door as he closes it. And you sit in the car quietly.
I think I'll leave the heater on, and I'll have Christmas tunes on the radio. I'm trying to keep the vibes positive, but the outside vibes are dark and a bit scary.
20 minutes goes by.
Oh God.
he
Okay,
does
I get
not.
out. This is too long. Why hasn't he come back yet? I'll lock the truck, and I'll follow the doors that he went in.
All right. The building itself is wide and flat, sort of like gray matte exterior with those really classic like yellow tinted windows all around the base of it that's sort of indented. And you can see ambulance once in a while coming in and bringing people to the emergency room, probably from slipping. And as you enter, it's pretty hectic. People sort of rushing around, and you can see the reception desk. You can hear phones ringing and people sort of rushing up and talking.
I'll head to
here
that
and there.
desk, knowing that I'm going to be such an annoyance, but I'll ask if they've seen, and I'll describe my friend.
Are you family?
Yes, that's right. Father of my baby. And I hold
all
my
right.
stomach.
You're going to want to follow the green line to the elevator and then down to the basement. The cops took him down there. You should be able to find him.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm like, what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck? And I try and like hold my face together and I follow those directions.
And as you do, you see that the signs depicting the colors green is morgue.
Why? This is weird. I keep following the directions. And I'm realizing now that I'm going to be late for what I told Andy on the phone, what time I was going to be home, and I don't have a way to call him here. And I'm going to just keep going.
And as you take the elevator down to the basement, nobody else gets on. And it opens to a very claustrophobic hallway, and you see the green line sort of jutting out.
Okay. I get off the elevator and I hurriedly walk along the hallway, trying to keep myself as small as possible.
And it leads to the end of the hallway, and just around the corner you can see a police officer talking to Ben, who at this point has taken off his toque and is fully in tears.
Ben, what's wrong? And I'll approach.
He looks up and sort of wipes his eyes. Maria, I told you to wait in the car.
I know, but it was been a while. Is everything okay?
And the cop turns and says, ma'am, are you family?
Yes.
Did you know the Thorns?
Yes.
And Ben, like, hands are fully in his face at this point, and he says, I can take it from here. Do you need any more questions answered or anything? And the cop just, like, you can see the cop, like, puts his hand on Ben's shoulder and says, no, that's fine. We can take it from here. We'll be in touch.
Can you please call this person? And I write down Laura's home phone number because I'm assessing the situation that Ben needs support.
Sure. Is that all right? And Ben looks over and sees the number and says, no, please don't. I need time to figure out. Please, I don't need anything. And the cop kind of looks confused, and then, again, hand on Ben's shoulder, says, all right, well, we'll be in touch. And goes through doors behind him, where you can see now a window looking into a room where two bodies covered by sheets are lying on tables. And Ben just sort of collapses in nearby chairs in the hall.
Ben, I don't think I say anything else. And I just go to next to him and put my hands on his knee. I'm so sorry.
They needed me to come look at the bodies and see if I could identify them or something. I don't know. They were supposed to come up there for... What do I do now?
Don't worry. Well, the chip cult will help you. You're not alone. You can stay with us and the enemy if you want.
I don't know. I shouldn't have been driving up. They should have flown. They should have.
Laura?
No, I can't tell. It's Christmas. I don't want to ruin anyone's time.
This wouldn't ruin her Christmas. She would want to be here. I respect what you decide, but I don't think you would be ruining her Christmas.
I just need to figure out what I need to do. They said so many things. I just need to get back. You need to get back.
That's
we should head
okay.
back.
Here, just stay here. I'll talk to someone. I'm surprised that they told you when you were all by yourself. Obviously, you wouldn't be able to process what you had to do. That's not on you. Stupid cops. And I go, I knock on the door, I guess, of the room next to the glass window.
And the officer lets you in, and we linger in the hallway as Ben just sits shocked, and we see Marie on the other side of the glass as the cop tells you everything. You learn that Benjamin's parents were indeed driving up for Christmas, made it past the border, hit a patch of black ice, and slammed into the side of a semi. The reason that they needed Ben to come was that the car slid underneath the semi and did so much damage that he needed to be able to identify any other aspect of their body other than their head. And the officer tells you all of the steps that will be involved in the coming days.
Marie is very diligent. I'm very diligent with my note taking about the process and any numbers I need to call. And I try to be as thorough as possible to kind of shoulder some of this burden for Ben.
And the drive back is silent as Ben doesn't know what to say. The date is Sunday, December 25th, 1994. I feel like I got the dates wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no.
It was Friday, December 24th.
Man, my calendar goofed out.
So
There was no Saturday
how.
December in that year.
Saturday, I was like,
We removed that Saturday.
whoa, did Saturday just explode?
One sec. What happened there?
Sorry.
It was the 20... Oh, yes. I meant to do the 23rd.
Okay.
That's why. All right. So that was Friday the 23rd before.
Okay.
It's now Sunday the 25th, 1994.
Sorry, my shocked face. I was like, what?
The time is 12:30 p.m. Ben has spent the last couple days alone. He asked that you tell Laura something that makes him seem not like a jerk. So my question is, what did you tell Laura as to why Ben hasn't been around for the last couple days?
Oh my god, this is really hard. I don't know what the better friend decision is. I think I would tell her the truth.
All right.
I think. Yeah, I think I would. And I think I would say that he didn't want to. I would just be honest and say he thought that it would ruin your holiday. And he's really in a hard spot. And he didn't want me to tell you, but I I feel like you're the only person that would be able to help him right now.
So what am I supposed to do? Like just pretend I don't know that his parents are dead?
I don't know. I think you can tell him. It's up to you.
Why wouldn't he want to tell me that? That's such a... Is he okay?
I don't think so. I mean, obviously it was a shock. It was terrible. The sheets were all bloody on their face because they were destroyed.
Are you okay? You saw them?
I didn't see under the sheet, but I saw the sheets.
Is he in like shock, or is he like just... How did he seem?
He seemed devastated, like internal. I don't think he fully processed it. He was so methodical. He told me that I was helping him pick up your Christmas present. But really it was to go and to identify his parents.
Okay, well, obviously I can unpack why he didn't want to tell me. Well, he didn't want to ruin my holiday? What is he supposed to do? Just suffer through this by himself? Like just smile and pretend?
I figured that you wouldn't want that, so that's
No.
why I'm telling you.
Like we were supposed to meet his parents. What was he going to do? Just lie and tell me that they just didn't decide to come?
I don't know.
I'm not...
Yeah.
I appreciate
sorry.
you. No, I'm glad you told me. I'm just need to like process the best way that I can help him. I think I should tell him that I know, right? Like I should just come right out.
Yeah. I think I could be the bad guy and just say that I told you.
No, I'll tell him. I don't...
Okay.
You've already done a lot. And I don't want you getting stressed out. And I like look at her baby bump. I'm just gonna have to... I'll just tell him that I know, and I'm gonna be there for him. I can't even... His parents are like dead.
I know. I said that the whole chip cult would be there, but I mean, I obviously told Andy when I got home, but I haven't told Nate. And I'll let like you guys do that, or if
I feel
whatever.
like Andy told Nate.
Ah! I don't know that. And I give you the list of all the stuff, and all the phone numbers that I took down, and I say like, I can definitely do this, like, but I just want you to know, and I hand it to you.
No, I'll do... Here. I'll take the reins, and then if I need help, I'll ask you. And I will probably need some help, because I don't know how to do any of this, but I just feel like I want to show him that I'm here. Like, that I'm not gonna be, like, upset that the day of Christmas is ruined. Like, I'd rather him be okay than, like, unwrapping presents.
I don't think he thought that you would be upset that your holiday was ruined. It was more just that that was what he was focusing on, that he didn't want to be the one to ruin it.
Well, it's not ruined, and I will hopefully try to help fix this for him in some weird way. I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
Andy and I will be home today. I think we're supposed to go out with my parents the day after, but just let me know and we'll change plans as needed.
Well, I'll probably I'll ask and see if he wants to stay with me tonight, or I'll stay with him, and then I'll call you and keep you updated.
Okay.
And then if Nate ever finds out, then I know Nate will check on Ben too.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll just go tell him that I know.
Okay. Sorry.
Why are you apologizing? You didn't do this.
I don't know.
So, to confirm, then Nate does know via Andy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if
In
Marie
that
told
case-
Andy, Andy's gonna tell Nate.
We're all so bad.
Can Nate then contact Laura shortly after this and be like, okay, you can't tell anybody?
So, the date is still Sunday, December 25th, 1994. But the time is 9 a.m. Nate, your parents have come, and considering that Christmas falls on a Sunday this year, they have opted to take you to a Christmas mass. Would you please describe your parents to us?
Okay. So I think Nate's dad is former, like he's a veteran. I think he fought in Vietnam and then was honorably discharged shortly before Nate was conceived. And I think his dad is always, I think he was honorably discharged after having been injured. And Nate's dad, has always been a big fan of sports and all that kind of stuff. And I think sort of raised Nate with a sports focused mentality. And like a competitive mentality, all that kind of stuff. So I think in general, Nate's relationship with his dad is not necessarily emotionally deep in the sense that we don't really talk about a lot of emotional things, but I think it's very positive because he's excelled in sports. And he loves sports. And so I think a lot of times competition and competitiveness in sports and hockey is how he relates to his dad. So I think there's a whole lot of love there. Not a lot of like, how are you feeling today? Beyond like, do you have any injuries? That sort of thing. So Nate's dad.
Did you see the Canucks get their ass handed to them by Montreal the other day?
Exactly. Our like heart to hearts are in-depth hockey conversations.
Yeah. They're trading Messier.
Exactly.
I think that's modern.
Very.
They're trading Gretzky, I hear.
Yeah, I have no idea if Gretzky was still playing in 1995. But yes, we'll say yes. I think Nate's dad is also kind of on the tall side, but still like visibly smaller than Nate. I think Nate is sort of like, it's like a Michael Jordan situation where no one else in Michael Jordan's family is over 6 feet tall. And then he's just 6'6" randomly. I think Nate's dad is like 5'10", 5'11", pretty built though, like a refrigerator, but nowhere near as gigantic as Nate became. And then I think Nate's mom, what is Nate's mom like? I think that Nate, it was sort of like a classic scenario where Nate's emotional connection primarily came with his mom rather than with his dad. And I think that his mom is pretty average height, has sort of, at this point, I think they've started to gray a little bit, some loose curls. She specifically put stuff in it to relax her curls a little bit. And I think that she is, the best way to describe it is she sort of holds the fort down emotionally for everybody. I think no one is really coming out with big like feelings beyond like, oh, can you believe that? Or, oh, can you believe that? Those are the two settings. And she's like, I'm going to fill in all of the gaps. And so I think
it's probably her idea to come to mass then.
Yes. We are both there at her behest. 110%. And the rule is like, look, if she wants this, you're going with it. Like, if mom ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. So absolutely, we are there at her behest.
So it is 9 a.m. Some time goes by of the sermon and the Christmas mass and everything that happens on Christmas mass. I went once and forgot everything.
It depends on which one you go to, I suppose.
Yeah, Vancouver's I'm looking at a picture of a Vancouver Christmas mass and it does not look like it's popping off.
I've been to multiple Christmas services, never a mass.
Yeah. But the focal point is as you sit next to your parents here, a couple heads above them, with the knowledge of what has happened to Ben, what's going through Nate's head?
I'm sort of reeling because I've never really had. I feel like I've never been able to be there for Ben the way that I wanted to. I think I knew that Ben was feeling sad and I wanted to help him and I couldn't. help him after that gun situation. I was never able to give him the support that I wanted, and even now it's like he doesn't want support from me. He wants support. The only person who seemed to be able to really pull him out of that funk was Laura, and I don't know that Laura knows. So I think what I'm thinking is like, what could possibly help? Should I give him some phantom money? No, that would not help. It's got to be Laura. Like, me talking to him, that's not going to make much of a difference. It's just going to have to be that I say something to Laura about this. And I think that's where my mind is 110%, thinking about that situation and how can I maybe facilitate this and without paying any attention to the mass.
You hear a voice next to you say, "Listen, I'm sure you can figure it out."
What? Sorry?
Your dad looks over. Shh. What's wrong?
Sorry, did you say something?
No.
Can I look around to see if anybody's speaking to me?
Give me a spot hidden.
All right. A first roll of the day. Here we go. Spot hidden. All right. So 21 versus 35. Success.
As you look around, you see all the faces sort of just focusing. Your dad, like, quickly loses interest and looks back to the front. But you look to your left, and you see the man from the bus sitting there in Sunday best, looking at you.
Did I ever learn his name?
No. Wait. No.
I don't think. Yeah, I think it was just a photo.
Yeah.
I sort of look back and forth. I'm gonna think to myself, no one else is reacting to him, right? And including the speaker, like, because we're in a religious place right now, and nothing seems to be affecting him. All right, then I'm going to put my head down, and I'm going to whisper, like as if I'm praying. I'm just gonna put my head down and whisper in a voice that I'm hoping only he can hear. I'm gonna whisper, What do you mean?
You gotta take care of your friends. Take care of your family. And if something bad happens, you'll figure it out no matter what.
Hey, what's your name? What's your name? What's your family's names?
My name is Wanjala. And my family is safe. That's all that matters.
Wanjala, I know you're saying I'm gonna figure it out. I don't know how to figure it out. How am I supposed to help him? He doesn't want help from me.
How well do you know him?
And for the first time, Nate's like thinking like, okay, what do I know? I know about the situation with the hunting incident. I know he likes to paint, and I know that he's shy. I guess I don't know that much about him. Like, I'm thinking through, like, I know Andy sort of inside and out. I don't know him nearly as well as Andy. I feel like we have a stronger emotional connection than we do like a situational connection. And so I sort of think all of that, and then pause for a moment and be like, can you hear what I'm thinking?
I can feel what you're thinking.
Super creepy.
All you can do is take from them, and you hear a drip. The thing that is hurting them the most. Drip.
Can I look over and look at this dude to see if he's dripping?
You can see those bullet holes slowly start to grow on his chest as you see blood dripping from his seat.
I think Nate's initial response is to once again be like, "Oh no!" But then he thinks about it for a moment. He's like, "Hey, Anjala, do you? I know you're alone right now. Do you wanna maybe have a hug?"
That might be nice.
I just sort of scooch down, like out of the pew, and I'd like to just like into the service, pretend like I'm going to the bathroom, but then pause for a moment and just hug Wanjala if possible.
As you do, you hear a very old feminine voice in your ear. Oh, that's nice. Merry Christmas. And you see that you're hugging a very small elderly woman. Her like large curly hair sort of like brushes up against your face as you do.
I abruptly sort of stop, look around. Is Wanjala gone?
Yeah.
Is there any blood on the carpet?
Nope.
I walk to the bathroom.
Dad, look, you gonna go drain the lizard, son?
Oh yeah, yep. Gonna go drain the main vein.
We're in church. Calm down. Sort of like looks back down as like you can see your mom just like death staring the two of you.
I begin sweating and hurriedly head off to the bathroom. I'd like to just splash water in my face and then think like, okay, the thing that's hurting them the most, take that away from them. Thing that's hurting them the most. What is hurting Ben the most? Okay, well, the death of his parents, but I can't take the death of his parents away from them. But maybe it's not the death of his parents. Maybe it's that he's scared and alone. Because, like, that's something I can't change, but I can change him being alone. And so I would like to, after this, go to my mom and sort of as the church is ending, like I'd like to like be whispering to her like, "Hey mom," and I like to basically tell her the situation and explain how Ben doesn't have anybody to be with. As far as I know, Ben doesn't have anybody to be with for Christmas. And see if she's willing to help me do something about that.
Well, we were going to your cousin's for dinner. We can invite your friend if you want.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
And then sort of like hugs you around like the waist and says, I've raised such a kind, loving boy, but if you talk again in church, you will regret it.
I begin sweating again.
The time once more, 12:30 p.m. Laura, you enter the boys' dormitory with the knowledge that Marie has given you, heading to Ben's room. As you walk down the hallway, passing Nate's door, for a moment you can feel almost like bolstered by the idea that maybe Nate is there, but it's quiet. And you make it to Ben's room, and you don't hear anything.
I'm gonna knock gently on the door.
You hear like scrambling from inside. Lonnie, listen, I know you're the RA. You're supposed to be checking up on us, but it's fine. I'm good.
It's me, Ben.
One sec. I gotta clean up.
You know, I've seen your room messy. It's fine.
You hear like rustling and movement from inside still.
Like, how long is it taking?
It's a beat for sure.
I mean, I did just find out his parents died. Normally, I'd probably be like, we both probably have keys, I would assume, for each other's rooms. That
Yeah.
I'm going to give him the room he needs to set up the room the way he wants before I tell him I know everything.
All right. A good, like, 1 or 2 minutes go by. And eventually, you hear, all right, sorry, I broke there's a huge spill everywhere. You can come in.
When I see him, how does he look?
He looks rough. His eyes are like bloodshot red. He hasn't shaved in a couple days, so he doesn't grow a lot, but it's like, getting kind of scruffy. He appears to be in like pajamas that he's been in for quite a while. Give me a spot hidden.
Okay. Failure 62 versus 25.
You see like black charcoal on his fingers, but nothing else.
I'm going to give him a hug.
He does not smell good. And he's sort of like, he doesn't respond for a minute and then puts his arms around you, and you feel like this almost at first a hesitance goes into this like deep hug that he just holds on to you.
As soon as I notice that he's like releasing that tenseness, I'm gonna close the door and in the hug just say, I'm so sorry.
I knew Marie was probably the wrong person to tell.
This isn't something you need to keep from me.
And he kind of like pulls back a little bit and holds you at arm's length, and you can see like tears are running down his face now. He says, I just didn't want to ruin anything. I didn't want to be a burden. I just wanted to...
You're not a burden. You're not ruining anything. Your parents are... I want to be there for you. I'm going to help you, and we're going to get through this. You're going to get through this.
I don't know how.
You are not a burden, Ben. Are you okay? I mean, I can smell you, and that's fine. You're allowed to smell bad. Are you okay?
Give me a fast talk.
Ooh, okay.
Yes.
Oh.
I have really low fast talk, so I don't feel good about this. Failure 42 versus 5.
Oof.
Yikes.
You can see, you do notice him like hesitate for a moment and then looks and says, I've been painting them. Can I show you? I think I need someone else to
Yes,
see it.
it's the way that you need to just be okay with how things are right now. I'd love to see what you've painted.
And he like slumps his head a bit, and it takes him a moment before he lets go of you and walks over to his bed and sort of like lifts the mattress up, and you can see hundreds of paper that he's like jammed under his mattress, clearly in the last minute or two, with charcoal drawings of a man and a woman that is of varying quality and focuses on different aspects of their face in different pictures. But he sort of like brushes them around and he says, this is too much, right? This is too many. This is not good.
No, I get it. It's kind of like I had a dog, and I know it's different, but that dog was like everything to me. And it's like in those days after they pass, it's like you want to remember how they feel and how they looked. And
Yes, I need to remember how they looked. None of these are right. None of these are perfect. This one is too small. This one, the nose isn't right. This one's someone else. I can't. None of them are perfect.
I sit down like on the floor and I just start kind of organizing the pictures, like neatly, like smoothing out any that got crushed or shoved hurriedly underneath this mattress. And I grab Ben's hand and kind of pull him down to sit with me. They don't have to be perfect. You drew what you wanted to remember.
Can I tell you something?
Yes, of course.
You remember, you've been searching on sites and stuff, right?
Yeah,
Like bad ones, the dark ones.
Yeah, listen, I told you that in confidence, but like, yes, I have. I'm gonna delete the browser. It's too.
No.
It's weird.
I think I read. I figured out how to do it. How to go into those sites, and I found something.
Okay, what did you find? There's a lot of weird stuff on there.
Yeah. I need to figure out how to remember them perfectly, and then I can maybe talk to them.
And I know these sites claim like they've got secret information to do magic, but like, I just want you to manage your expectations. Like, do you really think that you can draw your parents perfectly and then kind of have the ability to talk to them?
I don't know. Do you believe any of them?
I don't know. They're interesting. They scare me a lot.
Yeah.
Like, what if they are true? Like, some of the things you can do. I just don't want you to be clouded by, like, the thought of never. I don't want you to get stuck on this and forget to mourn them.
I mean, they're not gone yet, right?
They're always with you in some form or capacity. We're all energy. We're all something that's. Maybe there is something to it. And I look over at this stack of pictures. Maybe you need a break from it so that you can come back to it and draw them the perfect way that you want them.
Roll persuasion.
Okay, do not have a good stat in this either, but 70 versus 10 failure.
He looks up at you and smiles. Yeah. You know, Marie said that I needed someone here, and she was gonna have the cop call you. I just didn't know how to feel yet, and I didn't want to test how I felt on you, but you're right. What I need is, if you're willing to be here for me, I might need help to stay up for a bit.
Well, I can get my stuff because I was going to see if you wanted me to stay with you tonight, and I want you to know going forward that you can test things on me and that I'm here for you. This isn't like I'm not here just for fun. I'm here because I love you, Ben.
love you too.
And I
He,
will
like,
help.
on the ground, like leans in and like hugs you while you're both sitting down.
I give him like the biggest hug, and I will help you stay up as long as you need. And I will try to help you in the ways that you need right now. And I will take care of the list. And I will. Let's try this and see if you can talk to them, because it's worth a shot.
You keep me grounded then. Maybe let's get some coffee, and I should go hit the shower.
Yes. It was going to be fine if you didn't, but I think it would help, and maybe it'll clear your head a little bit.
And in the hug, we see Ben's face as he says all of this, still looking down at the paintings, and we can see his eyes darting between them, but bolstered to get up, have a shower, and get some coffee.
Okay, you go shower. I'm going to go get my stuff, and I'm going to go get coffee. And when I get back, I'll help you organize the room.
The date is Saturday, December 31st, 1994. The time is 11 p.m. We see the Chip cult at their New Year's party. Everybody happy and a little tipsy except Murray. Everyone is celebrating.
Ray's just hormonal.
Everyone keeping a distance a little bit. Ben doing better, less active, but we see him occasionally walk over to Laura and hold her hand whenever he needs help. New Year's rolls in, 1995. Everybody finds someone to kiss. Everyone goes up to Nate and gives him a kiss.
Does Andy do it this time, or is once again am I left bereft of Andy smooch?
Okay, we should do you roll a luck.
Okay, all right.
I like leaving it to fate.
Nate spends all his remaining luck points
Yeah.
on this.
I have
die.
18. I've already spent so much luck. I have 18 luck. Here we go. 59 versus 18.
No.
No.
Brutal.
Oh
The,
boy.
The new year comes in. The date is Saturday, January 14th, 1995. The time is 8:25 a.m. Who wants to plan Nate's birthday party?
Hell yeah. I think Andy's 100%. I think Andy has the practice that they're supposed to have for hockey. It is not a practice session. He's got the whole hockey team in on it. And they're like, and all our friends and everybody are just kind of waiting in the back, in the back room for him when he comes in. And there's a cake, and it's like a giant hockey puck. And then the top has like 2 sticks and his name, like Nate,
Oh, cool.
in there.
3D.
And the hockey pucks or the hockey sticks are candles.
I feel like an 8:30 a.m. practice probably isn't out of the norm, Nate.
Oh, yeah.
So as you walk into the back room, all of your friends are there.
I feel like it's probably dark, and then everyone just busts out of the lockers and stuff.
Surprise!
Surprise!
I pull the sock out and like
Why do you have?
instinctively-
Why do you have?
Put the sock down, man.
I'm sorry. I carry it with me now, as a just in case. You never know. What is happening?
Happy
Why are you here?
birthday.
Oh!
Your birthday, baby!
I'd like to scoop them all just in one big whoa, and scoop all 4 of them and lift them in the air and give them a big bear hug.
Nice. You hear a bunch of cracks as you like crack their backs as well.
You're welcome.
Thank you, thank you.
And does everyone want to describe what presents you got for Nate?
I'll go first. Nate, you get a kind of a stack of things. So there's a small little gift on the bottom, and then there's kind of a weird shaped gift that you're like, how? It doesn't look wrapped very well. Like it looks like someone attempt was made. And then there's a crown that's very DIY, but looks like a lot of effort went into it. That has like little painted on avocados that Laura had Ben help paint on, and like chips that look like they were preserved somehow, like they kind of make the spikes on the crown. So you now have an official Guac King crown. And when you open up the gifts, there's an avocado smasher in the oddly shaped one.
Oh,
And
damn.
when you open up the small one underneath, it's an autographed VHS tape of The Lion King, and it has like James Earl Jones, Jonathan Taylor Thomas, like a bunch of autographs on it.
Ooh.
Fuck. How did you get that?
I had a hobby as a kid, and it panned out for this.
That is amazing.
Apparently.
How many hookups did you get for those autographs?
Well, I did this thing. There's this thing you can do. Like sometimes you can write celebrities and be like, hey, I love your work. And like you can send them something and they'll sign it and then they send it back to you. So I sent it to just a couple of them, and then I got nervous I wouldn't get it back. So I got a couple good ones on here.
You should work with celebrities. You're so good at this.
But it was just I spent a lot of time online, honestly.
Perpetually.
This is amazing. Thank you so much. I'm amazed. You're like a wizard.
No, I just know you love this movie so much. Like I felt like it was the only thing I could get you that it made sense.
Thank you. This really means a lot. Whenever I smash the guac, I'm gonna think of you.
You have to wear the crown though. That's the only rule.
I just wordlessly hand you the crown and kneel.
And I bestow upon the Guac King official Guac King royalty, Nate. And then I put the crown on your head.
I stand up and I say, heavy lies the head that wears the Guac King crown.
It's true.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I give you
what
a
did everybody
big
else
hug
get me?
and yeah, I give you a big hug and let everybody else go.
Yeah.
Marie will go next, and there are two presents. One that is similarly sized to what Laura gave you. In terms of, it's definitely, as you hold it, you know it's a VHS of some kind. And the other is small and squishy.
Okay, I'm opening the small and squishy first.
All right. You open it and you find a hand crocheted avocado. So it's like cut in half and it's got like a little brown belly. And on the top, it's wearing like a hat that has N on it. It's a mini you, the Guac King.
Oh, I have, what's the word? An avuncular? What do they call these? Like when a god has like they make like a little person of themselves?
I don't know, but yes.
An effigy?
Yeah! I have an effigy.
I know what that is.
That's like I start bowing to the little effigy.
I'd like to set the effigy on my shoulder, and I'd like to name it Guacky Balboa, and I will take the smasher and hold it as a scepter. In fact, no, I'm gonna hold it like the British monarchs do, where the avocado is my orb, and the scepter and like the orb in one hand, the scepter in the other.
Amazing.
Oh, and then I gotta open the VHS shaped one.
Yes, which inside, whoa, shocker, is a VHS. But this time is not of The Lion King. It's actually the special edition VHS of the 1976 Carrie, and it's got special features at the end of the tape that dive into the feminism of the film.
Nice.
This should
be so good for my
That's
class.
what I was thinking.
Homework.
Yes,
Oh,
exactly.
Thank you. I gotta show this to everybody else. And I give you a hug, but make sure not to squeeze too hard because I already squeezed a little too hard. But you are fully pregnant, so a soft hug. I'm like, oh, this is incredible! What a day!
And then Andy has also 2 presents for you. I feel like everyone got you 2 presents. One is kind of like a larger box that is more square. And then there's another one that is like long and thin and more rectangular.
I go small first, and then we end big. We finish big.
Okay. This slim rectangular one, both are wrapped in chip wrapping paper with little like Santa hats. And as you open it, it looks like with those Pyrex glass containers. It's kind of like it's a thing that you can put guac in, but when you open the lid, inside the bottom of it is like a hockey arena.
Oh,
Damn.
Wow.
I'd like to also like open this in such a way that I save the wrapping paper, because this is awesome. And I'm like, dude, this is unbelievable. This is perfect. This is like the throne upon which I shall set the guac.
And then as we eat the guac, we unveil the throne.
That's genius. Thank you, dude. I'm gonna open the big one again very carefully.
The big one is a set of hockey skates.
Oh, bro, you did not have to get these for me. I know these aren't cheap, dude. Thank you so much.
Look, I know you were complaining the other day about your skates, so...
Oh, whenever I slice through the ice, I'm gonna think of you.
Thanks, man.
He like grabs your hand and does like a close hug clasp.
I hold it for a slightly strange amount of time.
And he doesn't feel strange at all. Is like in on it.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
I feel like at this point, since all of you know, you are aware that like every time Ben seems exerting himself to be cheery, every so often, like it almost looks like he has to reset. And sometimes he'll like grab Laura's hand or just like look at her and sort of like bolster back up. And there's a moment in that hug, Nate, where you can see Ben sort of sitting on one of the benches, just head down, and then looks over at Laura and whispers to you, Laura, I don't know if I want to give it to him now. I'm worried that
be fine.
the same thing's gonna happen.
Listen, if
Maybe
they
I
don't
should
like
stop
it,
doing this.
no, it's really sweet. I'm gonna
I mean,
cherish
everyone's
mine
getting,
forever.
Like, themed. I didn't know we were doing themed.
I know that kind of was an accident. You helped with the crown, so you were part of it.
Yeah. Okay. Nate, I bet you'll never guess what I got you.
We really all did go with the theme. That's too funny.
Have I been honored with a Benjamin Thorne original?
Yes, and you do have my permission to sell it on the black market almost immediately if you don't like it. And he hands you a similar-sized present to all of the others that he has given people.
I hold it and I say, I'm gonna cherish this for as long as I live.
All right.
And then I'd like to just, without breaking eye contact, in one fell swoop, as if it's breakaway wrapping paper, just...
You tear in such a way that it's like just a strip. But you can see the very familiar now box of these paintings. And Ben now looks like clenching and is holding Laura's hand almost in preparation. And as you get through the box, surprise, he has painted you. It is a framed acrylic painting of Nate. It depicts you in an action shot playing hockey. The world around you is blurred in speed, with you as the focus in the center of the frame, almost in harmony. Your face is determined and almost angry looking as you are slamming a faceless person into the boards. Roll me a power.
Okay.
Come on, Nate.
Come on. I got decent power. 7, extreme success.
Oh,
7 versus 40.
The date is Thursday, January 14th, 2010. The time is 9:45 a.m. Nate, you're a bit bigger. Your stomach has extended out a bit. You're a bit older, and your knees are a little aching, but you watch it with pride as a gaggle of small children skate on the ice in front of you as you coach the Timbits as they sort of stumble around. The parents on the other side smile and cheer at their kids anytime they do anything minor. And despite not having succeeded in the career that you were set out for, you find this moment of genuine pride and comfort. You realize that your coffee is empty, so you go back to your office to refill it while the kids scamper around. And as you grab a old coffee pot, pouring some lukewarm brew into your cup, there is a painting above it of you looking majestic and angry and strong, painted by Ben. The date is Saturday, January 14th, 1995, and you stare at this painting overjoyed of the prospects that face you in the future.
I look up at Ben and I say, buddy,
Yeah.
I absolutely love it.
Oh, thank you.
You've outdone yourself now.
And
you know what?
I didn't make you look too scary or anything. I was worried about
No. I look impervious. Just like a king, you know?
That's a good
Yeah.
word, man.
You're going for a theme.
Yeah. And I think you deserve to get a hug.
Okay.
And I set it down. Yeah, by the way, the word that Nate meant to say was imperious. And I walk over and give Ben a tight hug.
You do the
Andy
one where it's
doesn't
like
know.
his arms aren't even able to get around you, as you just close him around with your arms. And he lets go of your hand, Laura, and then you can see, as I imagine Nate kind of turns a bit, you can see an actual look of happiness on his face.
I feel like that would, like, I would squeeze his hand before the hug and just feel like a sense of like relief that he's having a good moment, and that also Nate liked the picture after what happened last time with Andy.
Okay, I think my arms are beyond broken, so the next painting's not going to be that good.
We got cake, man.
You got
Get
cake?
into this hockey puck.
Andy rolls out the cake and it's like freaking sparklers on it. It's wild.
Can I cut it with a hockey stick?
Oh yeah. Andy would
Cut it with your
definitely
skate.
be all about that.
Yes, with the new skates. No, old skates. I use the old skates to slice it.
Ew. But Andy's into it.
Yeah.
Ben says, "Listen, I'll eat that one. It's fine. It's the least I can do." Just sort of like grabs it with his hand and just starts like eating it, and then looks around, realizing what he had just done, and he says, "No one else?"
Oh, Marie goes for it.
Yeah. I follow Marie and grab a handful.
I grabbed the spare bag of chips from my locker and started scooping out pieces of cake.
Nice.
Cake dip. Wow,
Ooh.
we've reached new heights.
You all want? I have an emergency bag. And I hold it around.
Yeah, man, I'll
Guys,
try
would-
this.
Would
I've never been
guacamole
prouder.
cake-
And
good?
salty.
We gotta next year. We'll make you a guacamole cake just to see. I'm very
Ooh,
curious.
a
how it would
cake that is
taste.
made out of guac. Oh,
Sounds
yeah.
horrifying. But wait, isn't that just 7-layer dip?
Ooh.
We could
Yeah.
walk in 7-layer dip.
Yeah, it's
I
like
don't
one of the
think
top
so.
ones, isn't it?
You put
Isn't it
guac
like
at the bottom and then
beans?
put like some like salsa and then beans. Yeah, I can see it working.
And maybe guac instead of the icing as well. Like you put guac to like hold the cake together instead of.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll workshop it. There are some bakers in my gender studies class. I'll get with them. We'll figure something out. This is incredible, though. All of you, thank you so much. You have Like, you haven't just made my day, you made my year.
That's
Like,
what I want to hear.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
I was looking. The order is widely debated, but there is guac inside.
Yeah. Oh, Shar posted it too in
I
the
did a
chat.
terrible
In
storyteller
our
thing. where
private chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right,
ADHD
Ben.
storyteller was like, "What does it?"
We're all like 7-layer dip. What's in that? Can we make a
RPing so I
cake
can
out of
figure
that?
it out.
Yeah, I just have one request. This is me as the player, and this is also something Nate would try. During the day's festivities, is there an opportunity for Nate to like get Andy alone for a second? Like, I assume that there's alcohol and
Yeah.
stuff flowing. Like,
Yeah.
alone where nobody can really see us, we're just sort of chatting.
I don't see why not. Unless someone feels like they would not leave one of our sides.
I like to imagine this is in one of the like either the dugout or one of the benches.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I'm down with that.
Nate would, I think, yeah, like with one of the wherever, like whether we're in the regular hockey area, I'll look at Andy and be like, "Hey man, I just want to say thank you again so much for the gifts and just for being there for me. And I this whole first year of college has been like a roller coaster in a lot of ways, and so it would have. Well, I'm just glad that I got to go through it with you."
Dude, same. I don't think I could have made it without you. I don't think I would be here without you. I'd probably still be back, where we were in high school.
Yeah. Well, like if I hadn't made you go to all those extra practices, you mean? Shore
Yeah.
up those skills.
Exactly. Although my
Yeah.
dad's not super keen on it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
He really doesn't want me to do hockey.
Yeah, I guess I was thinking though. And I've been noticing a trend.
Okay.
So, for everybody else's birthdays and stuff, we've been doing, we've been doing group kisses.
Group kisses? I don't even know what
Yeah.
you're talking about, man.
Nah, it's turned into a tradition. Remember, on your birthday, everybody was kissing. Then on New Year's, which I'm counting as sort of, I'm counting that as sort of, I'm counting that sort of as like the second one. We all sort of kissed. We haven't been kissing though on the other days.
What? Bro, I don't even know what you're talking about at this point. I don't remember anyone kissing New Year's, yeah, I kissed Marie. I don't remember kissing
And then
anybody
everybody
else.
kissed me. You remember? And then everybody kissed me.
No, I don't remember that, homie. But that's cool if everyone did.
Well,
Macking
I'm
on my
saying
girl.
maybe you don't remember because you've been skimping out on the old Natester.
You want to kiss from me, Nate? Is that what this is about?
We're closer than a brother, but you holding out on me, buddy?
Dude, you are so weird.
I don't know. I feel
Come
like
here, buddy.
this is a normal thing to say.
Andy will just put his arm around you and give you like a kiss on the cheek.
And then I'm like,
And you know what? You're right. You are like a brother to me. I love you, man. I really do. I don't know how. I don't think there's a future where you and I aren't together forever.
I love you too, man. All right, let's get out of here. I just like turn and run. I run out of the dugout.
Andy just chases you and then tries to like run faster than you. I feel like we need a dex off.
Yes. I'll quickly roll. Let me see.
Ooh, 28. You want to roll low.
We want to roll low. I still got a 70.
Oh, I catch up and I
Yeah.
beat you.
Andy wins at that hard success.
I low key stare at his butt.
Yes. Oh my God, I love that.
And the rest of the party continues. The date is Tuesday, January 31st, 1995. Every single one of the Chip Cult has a birthday within a 2-month span.
It's been pretty
Which is the
ridiculous.
meaning of
We
this
gotta talk about
episode.
that at the after show.
Yeah, in the after show, because we didn't know any of that.
So, question: it is 7:30 a.m. It is Marie's birthday. We're gonna probably, assume the same in the morning.
Oh, yeah. Except for breakfast in bed first.
Mm.
And
Then fade to black.
yeah.
So what's the plan for Marie's birthday?
I think that Andy has planned something where Laura and Marie are going to go out and do something, whatever that is. And then Nate and Andy and Ben are going to try to set everything up at the place before they get back.
I think I would coordinate with you and take Marie out for like a girls' day, like getting our nails done, like pedicure, manicure, like little, because you're
My feet hurt.
Yeah, I was gonna say getting a foot massage. Like we're doing some like TLC self-care together.
Nice.
So what are we setting up? Laura filled me in on that. Marie needs to get out of here, and then I'm here to help with whatever. needs to be done.
Laura got this box of things. I think we're supposed to put them up.
All right. What is the box filled? What is the box filled with?
I'm imagining like some kind of decorations. We're like 3 dudes who probably, well, actually, Ben is probably artistic. Ben is going to carry this ship, I think is what's about to happen.
Yeah.
But Laura, what kind of decorations would you have put in the box? Helped
There's
him
definitely, like they're like, oh gosh, what is it? It's like a
the
garland.
streamers?
No, it's like a garland, but it's got like little flags on it that are like birthday themed and a happy birthday sign. But there's a lot of balloons and just like the standard birthday decorations that you can just deck your house out with.
Oh, dude, we're blowing up balloons. We're going to be out of breath. We have a competition who can blow up as many balloons as possible. I feel like that's what happens.
Absolutely.
We should make it a bit spooky though, right? A little bit spooky?
That's true. Should we put like some salsa, like blood?
Sure.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Let's set her about to smearing salsa in places where it wouldn't be a problem.
Are the balloons like black and orange too? Like it's all like Marie's favorite colors.
Except for Laura.
Yeah, I think if we had we know that the aesthetic that Marie likes is spooky. It would be black balloons. Maybe not Halloween colors, like an elevated, like just kind of like gothic colored
Fancy
things.
spooky.
I can see
like
that.
gold balloons and black balloons, so you can make it like a gothic castle essentially inside the house. Maybe some black streamers as well.
There's a small corner of the apartment that Ben has like hyper focused on that is like beautifully artistic. There's like that thing where you shave the strings so that it curls a bit.
Oh,
There's a bunch of
yeah,
the
yeah. You
curled
take
ones
the
hanging down.
Yeah, take a
and then turns
scissor.
around and sees just like triple taped hanging things
Oh
all
yeah.
over the rest of the
Nate is
apartment.
not doing print very nicely.
Yeah.
I would like to get a bunch of sticks and stuff from outside and try and make like a witch shrine in one of the corners.
Nice.
Dude, how did you do that squirrely thing, Ben?
You take the edge of a scissor and then slide it
me
across.
try
And I think
that.
it distresses the fibers.
Whoa,
And
what
they
the?
curl.
This is weird. Do you think this is what girls do with their hair when they're curling them?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I think there's fire involved or heat.
Fire? Wouldn't that light your hair on? You wouldn't have hair.
Their hair is very durable, I think.
Oh, dang, man.
And the afternoon goes by as the girls return to the decorated apartment. And Marie, you walk in seeing the gothic elevated Gothic decorations.
Surprise!
What?
Surprise.
Oh my gosh! I had actually no idea that this was gonna happen. We had such a nice time, and now there's party part 2.
Party
Yeah.
part 2.
And Ben taught us how to make swirly curly things. Look.
I
Yeah.
appreciate the swirly curly things. Oh my
I think all of your
god!
ribbons will now be swirly at some point by the end of the day.
Yep, as they should be. As they should be.
And let us
And-
give you the tour.
Okay.
Nate, explain what the heck is this thing?
Oh, this is the witch's shrine. As you can see, I have collected a number of leaves, dead sticks, dirt, and several pieces of roadkill, and set up as though like a coven of witches had met here and sacrificed animals to appease their dark lord.
Yeah, he had a whole story. He really wanted to share it with you.
This is incredible, and I feel like you've inspired me for my next newspaper short story. Thank you very much.
Yes.
So then question everyone's presence.
So Nate's gonna hard pivot into the presents. He's gonna bring
It
out.
can be later in the day. The party continues. People are drinking again, except for Marie.
I have a virgin Laura Flowers for myself.
I would
Maybe
like
the only one in the room.
Hey!
I'm assuming by now they've
Yeah,
connected.
I mean, they've had enough sleepovers.
they've had a conversation now at this point.
Yeah. There's been
Yeah.
enough sleepovers. Stuff has happened.
Mhm.
Sex, grief, sex.
Paint was involved. I would like to.
Dude, that would be hot. I agree.
I would like to have worked with the gender studies class on our biggest project yet. We created a full skull out of chips, out of glued together chips. And in that large-ish human skull is a large amount of guacamole, but this guacamole has food coloring in it, so it looks like brains.
This
Nice.
is incredible. Oh my god. But if I
There you
eat
go.
the chips, I'm gonna break it. The skull.
Oh yeah, make sure you eat the. I brought an emergency bag. I'll hand over the bag and then say, okay, don't. But that said, I did talk to some of the other students, and they said that. A couple of them are art majors, and they said that there's a beauty to you breaking down the piece as you consume it. So if you use the skull, there's something. What was the word? Profuse about using the pieces of somebody's skull to eat their brains.
And then create new life. And I pat my
Dude,
belly.
that's wicked.
Awesome.
Do you think there's any long-term health effects to us all annually eating probably hundreds of avocados over the course of 2 months?
Listen, avocados have great fats for you.
Immortality,
man.
maybe?
Yeah.
Yes, we're
Yeah,
gonna
we're
live
gonna
forever.
live forever.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I want to give you mine. And you see, I coordinated with Andy to hide this one as well. And I am you see me struggling coming out of the room, like carrying this
My
like
God.
Andy will
awkwardly
come
heavy
try to help
thing.
you.
And as Andy comes and helps, like we lower it onto like the coffee table in front of you. Okay. I hope you like it.
I feel
And
like she
wait,
bought you 300 pairs of shoes.
I do love shoes. And I open it.
there's an antique typewriter in it. And
Ooh.
it's kind of well loved. You can tell that like someone has used it, and it looks like someone took care of it, but did give it a lot of use. And like Laura cleaned it up, made sure there's new ink in it, new ink tape. And you see typed in there a piece of paper that is a babysitting coupon. And there's 5 of them that you can use when you need help, but it's kind of like tucked into where the paper would be for the typewriter.
This is incredible. These are going to be worth something for sure. I point to the babysitting coupons.
I hope that you will use those because I'm going to be the best aunt ever. So
Yeah, you are.
But hopefully this, I don't know, even if you don't use this, it at least looks really cool.
The aesthetic is very my vibe. So you've already got it. And I think there's something so tactile about typewriters that I feel like if I ever have writer's block, I should just come and use this to like bring me the joy of writing again. This is
Well,
such a great gift, Laura.
all
That's a
all
pretty
work,
cool
no
gift.
play makes
Gonna be
Marie a doll girl.
Exactly.
Mhm.
gonna be loud for me, but
You'll get used to it. It'll be like, it'll soothe you to sleep one day.
It'll be a
something like
symbol
that.
of progress, creativity, or something.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And Andy will pull out their gift. They have two. One is like a medium-sized box, and one is a little smaller box.
I'll go medium size first.
The mediums, both of them are wrapped in the same wrapping paper. It's like a dark black wrapping paper with like little gold. One of those things you just put it on. It doesn't require you to tie. A little gold bow. And as you unwrapped the middle one, it is a box and you lift it up. And inside is the final copy or like the final book in one of your favorite series, but it is signed by the author.
Oh my gosh. Andy, where did you find this? Is this from like a local bookstore or what's the story?
I had to get on one of those email thread things and find somebody who knew where the person was going to be who had signed copies and then shipped it to us.
Oh my god. And I didn't even see it come here. I'm the one that gets the mail all the time. What the heck?
Yeah, I didn't ship it here. I shipped it to Nate's Storm.
Thank you. And I give you a big hug. And you didn't have to get me something else. Oh my gosh. And I open the little package.
The little package is, as you open the lid, it kind of has one of those like soft foam things on the top that like you often find on top of like jewelry. And as you lift it up, you can see it's like a little like necklace, but the like pendant on it is a little spider, but its little butt, instead of it being like the same as the rest of the material, it's like a little ruby in like the widow's butt.
This is amazing. I'm going to put it on
Nice.
right now. And you see Marie take off she's wearing like a black pearled necklace and she takes it off. And she puts on the new spider necklace.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you.
I thought you'd like that. You had like that little spider ring. I figured they could match.
Yeah. This is so thoughtful.
Ben is just like eating some guac, and you can see him like trying to remain neutral, and he says, "I didn't get anything for you. I'm sorry."
Oh, that's
Liar.
okay, Ben.
Tradition. Ben
Hey,
always goes
it's,
last.
I mean, how could I capture such majesty? Um,
That's
Okay, I
fair.
want my painting.
Nice.
I want it. 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 I want it.
there is a wrapped present behind him in his chair, and he like leans back and pulls it forward. And again, exact same box. He's been reusing all the boxes. The wrapping paper is different. He's gotten a little bit better. It's got some of the curls on it. And you open it up. He has made you a painting of you sitting in an elaborate and creepy looking throne. There's a proud looking raven perched on the highest point of the throne next to you, and you are dressed in an elaborate gothic gown. Your hand is resting on your stomach, where there is a baby bump coming through the dress. And while the other is gripping the arm of the throne, your expression is noble and proud. And the background is nearly pitch black with that sort of like textured, almost like wave painting that actually extends out. Roll me power.
I really hope I succeed. Come on. Yeah! 50 versus 65.
The date is Wednesday, January 31st, 2007. The time is 3:45 p.m. Marie, you are sitting in a beautiful office, corner space. You can see the city out the window behind you, and there is a row of bookshelves with all copies of your books as well as inspirations of yours. You're sitting in your desk, a little overworked as you're trying to hit the deadline on your latest book. And the sky outside is a little bit overcast and gloomy. It is your birthday, so it is especially stressful to have to be working. But you know that when you leave tonight, that a couple people will be waiting for you. There is a old antique typewriter nestled between several editions of books, and on the wall directly behind you is a painting of you sitting proud and majestic, pregnant and gothic amongst your on your elaborate throne. The date is Tuesday, January 31st, 1995, as you stare at this powerful dark painting of you.
I am so badass. This is amazing. And I show it to everybody. Look.
Wow. You look awesome. We need to get you a dress like that.
Yeah.
I struggled
Yeah.
with the raven a little bit, but if you look really close, you can see it's got shine in its eyes. But that was, sorry, it's nitpicky. But the rest is, I hope it turned out okay.
I think the eyes make it look like it's like really there. It's like the glistening of, eyes on animals and people. They're kind of glossy.
Oh, it is a real raven. I had to convince it to stay and live eternally in this painting.
Oh my god. If I ever need a boost of self-confidence, I have to look at this. I'm putting it in the bathroom, and I walk into the bathroom to put it in
Throne for the throne.
You look renal, like a
Thank
queen.
you.
Renal?
Yeah.
I look so regal.
Renal, like a gland. Renal
Like
gland, is that a thing, Andy?
It's kidneys, isn't it?
Is
Yeah,
it
but
kidneys?
I don't think that's
It's
what you meant.
regal with a G. I call from the bathroom.
Oh,
The regal gland?
regal. Sorry, yeah.
And as the day continues, all of you celebrating a Wednesday again, probably not trying to get too shit-faced. The classes after. The date is Friday, February 17th, 1995. The time, 9:45 p.m. Ben and Laura, you are walking across the wide lawn between the two dormitories. And Ben, you know that his birthday is tomorrow and have probably planned something for him. And he looks over and says, is it going to be like morning? Are they going to, do you guys have, are you going to get back at me for waking you up at 7 on your birthday?
No, I know. I'm not gonna do that because it's early. I want you to sleep in, and then there will be something later in the day.
All right. Well, you know what I would like? I mean, I would like that. I'm just being an ass. Do you want to have a movie marathon tonight?
Yes, and you're
Stay
my
up
ass. Okay,
till
you have to remember
midnight?
that.
Right. And he puts his arm around you as you walk across the fields, get up into the dorm and take the elevator up. And as you walk through the hallway, passing Nate's door, you see that the mail basket attached to Ben's door has a thick manila folder, or not manila folder, like a thick yellow package in it. And he just stops dead looking at it. They said they were sending over paperwork. I didn't think that it would show up today.
Yeah, especially the universe has a way of always being like, "Hey, it's something big in your life's happening. Here's this as well." And I'll go over and grab the package and look at who it's from.
It's from a lawyer in Seattle.
Can this wait? Like, can it be something that you open 2 days from now? Or would you like to open it now?
Bandage. Let's get it over with. Otherwise, I'm going to be looking at that thing, and I'd rather be looking at you.
Ah, well. And then I hand over the envelope.
Oh, I'm
and-
not opening it.
I'm
You have
opening
to- You have to open it and tell me what it says.
Oh, okay. Well, like, can we at least get in your room?
Yes, please.
And so as we're walking in the room, I'll start like tearing open the top very carefully because if there's papers, I do not want to tear the papers inside. So gingerly kind of opening it and I slide out whatever in there.
You can see that he's like distracting himself by like trying to find a movie for you guys to watch. And sure enough, it is the paperwork of the estate of Ben's parents. And as you sort of scan through them, rattling off some of the the antiques and stuff from his mom's store, as well as a couple trucks from his dad. The house was actually sold off and given to his mom's sister. And he's sort of puttering around trying to get the evening ready. And then you hit a number. $875,000.
Like,
And that's where we're going to end for tonight.
Okay.
Damn, Ben's parents be rich.
Well, no wonder. Oh,
No wonder Liam was like, I don't have to worry about anything.
That's a
Mm.
lot.
He said that to
money.
Carl when Carl asked what he did. He said he didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
He said it was because his dad had paintings. So.
We'll have to talk about it in the after show.
Yep.
Yes, we will.
$875,000.
In
Back in
1995.
1995. You invest
Yeah.
that, you're set for life.
Yeah.
Forever money.
Well, we hope you all enjoyed today's episode. It was a birthday extravaganza. We really did have our birthdays like right back after each other. So if it's your birthday, happy birthday. We celebrated
birthday.
times 4 for you, times 5 for you. But of course, before we wrap things up and record an after show, we do want to thank all of you for watching with us. And of course, thank our sponsor. Thank you, Roll20, for sponsoring today's episode. If you're curious how we've been doing our dice rolls and how we've played some of our other games, Roll20 is how we do that. It's not just dice rolling games, though. You can make maps, you can do card games, all kinds of stuff. It's just a great way if you would like to play with your friends virtually. And we also have merch. You can head on over to designbyhumans.com/shop/roll4it to check out our merch. And of course, we would like to thank our sponsor or supporter today, Jackson Decay. Thank you, Jackson, so much for supporting today's episode. Give Jackson a little roll love in chat if you haven't already. And of course, if you would like to become a supporter just like Jackson, you can head on over to our Patreon, where you can get access to our after shows, like the one we're going to record after this, and all kinds of other goodies like our character sheets, maps, things like that, behind the scenes goodness. And of course, if you're a legend tier or above like Jackson, not only do you get to support an episode, but you get to play in a private GM'd game. And sometimes those games can affect our live games. So yeah. And if you're watching us here live on Twitch, that's a great way to support us. You can also subscribe to us right here. And if you have Amazon Prime, you can use that for free. Otherwise, Jeff Bezos gets the money. So you decide what you want to do with that. But that gets you access to VODs in advance as well as emotes. And if you're a YouTube member, you get access to some of those emotes as well. And whether you're a YouTube member, Twitch subscriber, or Patreon supporter, you get access to our private Discord where certain people are going to have thoughts. And as we get closer and closer, we do want to hear your theories on what is happening. Especially with these paintings. And And with that, I'm going to let these wonderful people say where you can find them at, because not only do they do amazing things here and tell wonderful stories here on Roll4It, they also do other stuff in other spaces. And so today we are going to kick it off with Shar. Shar, where can people find you at when you are not celebrating birthdays? That's going to be everybody.
Yep. You can find me at Charlene Bear on all social media. This episode was such a joy to be a part of. Otherwise, I'm also on Tabletop Titties every
We're getting
Tuesday.
a false sense of security right now. Next episode's gonna be
honestly, I thought things were gonna go poorly with the birthdays, but it was just happiness.
Sure.
Ben's
Except for
parents
Ben.
died.
Except for Ben, yeah.
Ben's parents died in a horrific accident.
That was brutal. That was brutal.
Andy got depressy.
But yeah, follow me on Tabletop Titties, where we're in our Feywild arc right now. And otherwise, I'm also open to work on your TTRPG shows right now, because starting in December, my day job perhaps may be no more. So hire me to play with you. That's it for me.
All right, next up, we've got Nate, played by Jeremy Cobb. Where can people find you at when you are not trying to get your best friend to kiss you?
Hello. That's
With his wife in the next room.
Yeah, with his wife in the next room.
It's not gay if it's on the hockey rink.
You can find me on Twitter at JeremyCod1. That's Cobb with 2 B's, the number 1. You can find me also on the show Three Black Halflings, TTRPG interview, variety show, actual play, various things, discussion podcast. We've got some really cool episodes coming up. We've got an interview with Chris Spivey, I think, out this week. Probably pretty soon we'll be dropping an interview with some famous people. Chris Spivey actually is pretty famous in the TTRPG scene, but like famous people, Hollywood famous people. So that'll be fun.
Nice.
Stay tuned for that. Also, I stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/CasualQuestLive. Tuesdays, Thursdays, Sundays, and then Mondays, I play in a co-op Baldur's Gate 3 game with Kelly and Shar. So yeah, that's really fun. Go check us out. We would love to have you. And then also, where else can you find me? Oh yeah, the Quantum Reactor. Go check out the Quantum Reactor. It's a sci-fi movie review show that I do with my friend Andrew Coons. Go look at it and listen to it. It's good. All right, that's it for me. Goodbye now.
Awesome. Next up, we have Laura Flowers, played by Katie. Where can people find you at when you are not taking shots of yourself?
Wait. Oh, I was like, wait a second. That broke my brain for a minute. I got there though. I'm Katie Peters Plays. You can find me on Twitch at Katie Peters Plays. If you just put in katiepetersplays.tv, it'll take you to my Twitch page, and all my links are there for socials. I've got 2 podcasts. Katie hasn't seen that, which season 3 now will be coming out very soon, and Quantum Drive, which is a podcast I do with my friend Rob, and we talk about all things the Orville. And yeah, I think that's it. I think that I just need to process the show, and I'm excited to see what happens next week and the inheritance that Ben has now and what that means. So
Look, you've got a sugar daddy now.
listen, I'm in it for the love, okay?
Yeah. The money just helps.
The money just helps.
Yeah.
All right, last but not least, we have the Mind Right. Our one and only Keeper Kelly. Ooh, Keeper Kelly. I like that.
Keeper Kelly.
Where can people find you at when you are not giving us all wonderful birthdays, but also drama?
Again, every time you say these are just the things I do every day. I'm a birthday clown who traumatizes kids.
Look, I've seen you playing a birthday clown that traumatizes kids, actually.
Hell yeah. You can find me at Tabletop Titties. I am the storyteller for Titties by Night, which is our Victorian Vampire the Masquerade investigator show, and trauma is happening there too. I'm also a player on our D&D show that currently Casper is DMing, no longer Shar.
I get to be a player.
The reins have changed. You can also Google Linktree The Mind Right. I'm on Google now, baby. That's the best way to find me. And I've been working on some stuff in the shadows that maybe in an upcoming episode I'll be able to tell people to go to. I've been doing focus groups on my clown business. Also, side note, in Zoom for me, it is me, Katie, Nate. So it is red, green, blue of plaid, and that just makes my brain feel good.
Nice.
Yeah.
This show is a lot. This show is a lot of plaid. we wear a lot of plaid. And with that, I am Margaret Crone. You can find me at Margaret Crone in all of the places. I do lots of things on the internet, so if you'd like to find those things, you can follow me to find them. I also make games and video games for a living. I'm currently working on a project called Ashes of Creation. You can find it at Ashes of Creation, all of the places. And with that, we are gonna go do an after show and possibly scrounge for cake because I think we're all hungry after this episode. And we'll see you all next week for another episode of Project Morana. Doodles.
Woo!
Bye.
Bye-bye.